Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's episode of Tales from Tuatha. We're bringing you the stories of adventure, danger, loss, and heroic triumph from a land within our imaginations. Bringing you these tales today is Nerida the Drowned.
Hello.
Cora Hilltopple, who I think is still absent. Hopefully she'll show up at some point. Harbakir Tol Middleek.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Lost.
Sup?
Chance. It's muted?
There we go. Whose audio is no longer functioning.
And Welgwyn Woodbarrel.
Hello.
Thank you for being with us today to share in our tale. Here is what happened last time. Having thwarted the Syndicate's ambush and reuniting with captured allies, our heroes searched the house that contained the captives and capturers. Inside, they found a toy cart filled with goods and a merchant doll, along with a diary that seemed to contain some sort of riddle. After careful consideration and a single failure, the party solved the riddle of the merchant's cart and received a ring adorned with 3 gems, one of which was cracked. From there, they returned to Sweetloaf Bakery to confront Troyax about his involvement in the capture of Chance and Welgwyn by the Syndicate's Borlin. Troyax explained that Borlin had approached him just before Chance and Welgwyn arrived and tried to make amends for the difficulties he had caused them. Welgwyn arranged to meet with Troyax occasionally and, for a small fee, discuss recent events. Afterwards, they headed to the Soft Sands Inn to find that their dinner had been left at the front desk, and they managed a good night's sleep, and in the morning, headed to the Vitas Arcanum to meet Teluria Delphi and be initiated into the Silver Blades. They were instructed to go to the Silver Strand to meet with Visors Addison and Delantimos, who would conduct the induction ceremony. After waiting with some newly recruited troops and having a decent meal, they were led by Visors Addison and Delantimos to a small chamber where the induction was to take place. The induction ceremony involved holding the sphere of truth and speaking a simple oath to Lethuria. Inductees then waved their wrists across the tip of magical flame, which left silvery trails on the skin, signifying that the bearer of the marks was a member of the Silver Blades. This induction proved a bit difficult for some of the party, especially Cora and Alik. Ultimately, everyone took the oath except for Cora, who was unwilling to, due to the frustration and dismay of Visors Addison and Delantimos. The party is now 5/6 official Silver Blades and plans to leverage their new status for aid in their adventure, starting with a discount at the Magician's Apprentice. And that brings us to now. The induction ceremony has taken place. Visors Addison and Delantimos have sort of shown you out of the Silver Strands, and you're back on the streets of Thaura. It is approaching midday, just before noon. Sun is high in the sky.
I mean, I get the branding for the promise and all, but like, he didn't even ask us if we were allergic to anything.
I mean, it seems like it's likely related to some magic. Do you know very many people who are allergic to magic?
I knew one guy.
Did you? How did he react to magic?
Poorly. He would
Like,
just swell his
Are we talking rash, sneezing?
Oh no, he just got really big. Like, I mean, well, he wasn't that big to begin with. He was another dwarf, a little bit taller than Alik, but he would be around any magic users like myself all the time. Like his forehead would get larger, like when your head's allergic to something.
That must have been really amusing.
Oh, it was hilarious. I just hung out near him all the time. Eventually, we turned it into part of the circus.
Didn't that guy die?
Yeah.
I know a lot of villains that are, allergic to my radiant fire. Does that count?
Surprisingly, I feel like that, I don't know the science of it all, but that sounds right.
Sounds right. It's just like light and they die. I don't know. I don't get it.
I guess that means none of us are villains then? Except maybe Cora.
Anyone it works with, anyone radiant damage works on is a villain. Even if anyone works on us, then we're villains for the moment. Anyone's a villain from a certain point of view.
You
I
guys
guess
get some
that's
weird
true.
clerical schools. I gotta tell you that, honestly.
Sound arguments.
Okay.
Okay,
Elected Alik does not
day-
believe that anybody's a villain. He's very clear cut on who is and isn't.
Right. The day is yours. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, so Nerida, didn't you want to go pick something up?
Yeah, Lilgwyn, if you could help me negotiate a better deal for this crystal ball.
Oh,
that would
absolutely.
be great.
I love negotiating. Are we doing it the kind of negotiation where the other person knows that we're negotiating, or are we doing this the fun negotiation
Yeah, I already
later?
tried a little bit and it didn't go that well. I told her that we were silver blades. She's like, "Where's your proof?" And I was like, "Oh no." That's
Well,
about as far as I got.
Pretty sure now we have proof, all emblazoned on our wrists.
Permanent jewelry.
So hopefully it'll go better. You're always better at talking to people than me. I kind of clam up.
No worries. We got this. Is anybody else coming with us, or is it just the two of us?
Heck
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
To the
I don't
magic
think-
store.
I would say I don't think I need anything, but I might as well accompany you.
Sweet.
I'm gonna dejectedly follow the group because you didn't ask me to help.
You can help if you want, Chance. I didn't think you liked shopping.
I don't, but I really like working with people.
Helping? Well, I'll
yeah.
keep that in mind for next time.
You know, manipulating people is my second favorite thing.
Well, if you want to help out with this too, I guess. I mean,
Oh yeah, I think we can get some
need
good
that crystal ball.
discounts. Maybe with both of us there, they might not even notice that the crystal ball goes away.
It is pretty large and
It
pretty
is
in the center
behind
of the
her.
store.
Yeah, no, right, high risk, high reward.
I'm not sure that was quite our goal, but let's see what being Silverblades negotiates us.
Say we start kicking in every door we see, being like, "Hey, everybody, we're the Silver Blades." Pew pew pew.
That might be a little excessive, and pretty sure they'd regret immediately giving us these tattoos.
Yeah, I don't know that would go over well. Now, if we sneak in their back doors, stealthy, and go through their stuff, then nobody will ever know.
Yep.
But anyway, we can start with the store and see how it goes.
Okay,
Is
so
is
you-
that our walking sound?
Boom, boom. And you go to the magician's apprentice. Obviously, it's midday. The store's been open since early on in the day, since the morning. Heading inside, there is, a dragonborn sort of browsing the shelves casually. No one of note, no one you recognize. And behind the counter, you recognize the gnome woman from the day before. Curly red hair, wearing like a pointed wizard hat, it's sort of bent back at the top, and just flowing wizard robes. She sort of just waves to you as you walk in. Ah, yes, let me know if you need anything. Oh, you had reserved a crystal ball, right?
Yes. So we're back, and my friend Logan was going to discuss with you how we could acquire it to help us in our pursuits as Silverblades, and I'll kind of hold up my wrist.
Ah, yes, I remember. You claim to be Silverblades. I can see today that you obviously are. So I can drop the price on behalf of Thaura, effectively, to 950 gold pieces. I have it right here on the back shelf. Haven't forgotten about you. It climbs up the ladder and hoists the ball onto her shoulder. Climbs back down, sets
I'm
it.
gonna sort of make my way up to the counter. So listen, we really appreciate that you are knocking a little bit off of this price here. And I got to say, you are doing such a huge favor for, the people of Thaura and for Lotharia in general. And I was just wondering if it might be possible to bring that down to what do you guys think? Like 750 range?
To start, yeah.
Yeah. Would that be something that we might be able to possibly agree to?
750 is a pretty steep discount. I know these are trying times for Thaura, and we all need to do our best. You are Silverblades. Roll persuasion.
Will you roll me a persuasion?
No.
Do it yourself.
That's going to be hard then. That's a 22.
Yeah.
Oh. The Silverblades are, very important within our country. And I can see that you have the marks of the Silverblades. How about 800? Can't let it go for any less than that. These
We'll
are
look back at the rest of the party and see if
difficult
everybody
pieces to produce and acquire.
think we can do 800. Does that seem reasonable? Everybody else feel like that's cool?
I mean, it's down another 150. I think that's
Yeah,
that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't remember how we decided we were going to pay for it. I'm trying to find my character sheet again.
We have to dip in the party gold, definitely.
Yeah.
It was definitely going to be some party gold. I'm pulling mine up so we see how much we have. So give me a sec.
Did we split our platinum? We should each have 25, right? Because we got the 50. What? 50 loaves.
So you got, 50 plat.
I know, but it's ours, so we would have split it, right? So we should each have 25.
We have 9,500 party gold.
9,500?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. No, we have 900.
That's not right.
We have 945.
Okay.
I went with a ridiculous number.
I
Because
was like, I will deeply contest that. You keep going with that, you have 0 party gold as far as I'm concerned.
you got
Alright,
robbed by Welgwin,
I have 50 platinum.
which is
It's
500.
500 gold.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can contribute it. Does everybody agree to contribute like 400-ish party gold so she doesn't have to spend all our money?
Yep.
That'd be very helpful.
Thank you, friends.
400 party gold in the thing. All right.
Sweet.
Now we have 5,400 party gold, right?
That's how math works, right?
That's how math works.
Indeed.
So what was it? 800 or 850? I don't remember.
800.
Okay, so I have like 10 platinum left.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Oh, yes, I run the Magician's Apprentice. My name is Nerwi. It's Nerwagok Smogul, but you can call me Nerwi.
Nerwi, that is a beautiful name. Thank you so much. You have done an incredible service to your city and your country. Really, you are an incredible...
As I do
asset
every
to
day.
this country. Oh,
Happy to
absolutely,
do it.
I'm sure.
I do a nice little dwarven bow and make sure to call her Naragwak Skolny, whatever her name was, correctly.
You like fumble through the name.
Naragwak Skolny.
Nerwagok Smogul.
I'm Harbequeer Troll Middleek. I don't even know what my name is, but I say my whole name. Harbequeer Troll Middleek. I haven't said it in a long time.
Yeah, man.
Harbakir Tol Middleek. Harbakir Tol Mit.
Harbequeer
Harbakir
Troll.
Tol.
Harbeck
Harbeck Har.
Yes,
All right.
that's correct.
That's a very long name. At least it's
Yes, it is.
repetitive.
Thank
You
you.
can just, think about what you said last and say it again.
That's
I'll
what
remember
makes
it that way.
so easy. I don't know why they can't get it around these parts.
Yeah, well, some Thorans are simple. I think you'll find there are many people in the city who are able to remember something like that.
Well, that would be refreshing.
I'm one of them, obviously.
And you're very refreshing.
Ooh. Will that be all? Is there anything else you need today?
Trying to get us more discount.
All of us blush.
I could use some refreshing from time to time if you want.
Oh!
Nudge, nudge. Wait, what? Is she a gnome? Is that what we said?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird. It's not that weird, I guess.
Her gnomish cheeks blush a bit.
And so do my gnomish cheeks.
My gnomish dwarven cheeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this situation as well.
I'm uncomfortable.
Come
Stop flirting
on.
with every NPC.
Is this a gift for someone, or is this like personal use for you? Do you need me to wrap it?
No,
in
it's
any way?
it's for us. I can just take it now.
Would you like a carrying pouch for it? I have
Sure,
something
that would be
prepared.
wonderful.
All right. She like puts little leather sleeves over the ends of the holder so that they don't tear through the pouch, and then puts that in the pouch and puts the crystal ball in the pouch as well, and draws the string on it so it closes. Here you go.
Thank you so
And-
much.
It's fantastic to be of service to members of the Silver Blades and to Thaura once again.
I'm gonna wink at her as we go, just for fun.
She sort of like winks back.
Damn.
Hope to see you again soon.
Oh, I fist
Bye.
Silver Blades rule!
We're the Silver Blades and we rule.
As we all run off of the
Well,
cliff.
is there-
Silver Blades rule! Silver Blades rule!
As you exit the Magician's Apprentice, there seems to be a tiefling there who seems to be anticipating your exit.
Ooh, there to
Is it?
keep tight on your
Oh.
Lost, you recognize her from
person.
when you first entered Thaura. She is about 5'9", with long black hair, white horns, and ashy black skin, with deep blue eyes that encompass the entire orb of her eye. She's very clearly looking at the party, and she just walks right up to you. Excuse me, I didn't catch any of your names. Are you mercenaries?
Do I recognize her at all? Only Lost does.
Only Lost does. He saw her on the way in to Thaura.
Of sorts. Is there something that we can help you with?
Yeah, you see, I have, I guess you would call it an adventure that you could go on with me. I really need some backup for this. I would hire, one of the local mercenary bands like the Axe Brothers or something, but I really don't think that they'd be up for something like this. I have this... Well, I mean, if you're interested, we can talk more about it. Oh, I'm very sorry. My name is Arali Firestone. Nice to meet you all. You seem like the
nice to meet
adventuring
you as
type,
well.
so I thought I'd introduce myself to you and see if you're interested in this.
Do I recognize the last name Firestone?
You can roll history.
Yeah, they're really big in tires.
Yeah, they love tired.
Shut up and roll me.
Specialize in circular rubber objects.
That's an 18.
Honestly,
Adorn cartwheels.
honestly, from what I know about tieflings, the fact that she has a surname is kind of odd altogether. But yeah,
Yeah, that's my thought. It was an 18, right? A 9?
9.
You're pretty sure there's no Firestone family of any prominence. It could just be because tieflings typically don't have like impressive lineages. They're usually, especially within Lothuria,
right now our DM's racist too.
it's just the state of the world. Hey, our two tieflings are both orphans, so you can't really say much.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, and my name is Lost, and yeah, I mean, I think as long as the rest of my friends are interested, yeah, I think we can at least go talk about it.
Insight
Fantastic.
checker, actually. Do I
You're
trust
gonna
you?
Okay,
insight check?
sure.
Yeah.
What are you trying to find out?
That like if she's seemingly like overly shady about this invitation more so than just this odd encounter.
Overly shady.
Like,
I also wanted to try to see if she just randomly picked us off the street or if she kind of knew us before and was waiting.
Okay, roll insight for that.
You're gonna have
What's
to roll for me.
what's your roll chance? Total?
insight for that one. That is just 19. So, more, I guess, is she being honest with us? Like, that this doesn't seem like a setup.
She seems very forthright. She definitely has some potential. Like she seems forthright. She believes she has some adventure. She wants to go on with you effectively. Nerida, you got a 3+. I'm sure a lot, but it's still pretty low.
Okay.
You can't really get a read on her. Seems like she may have seen you earlier and maybe followed you a little bit. Who knows? I'm sorry, I didn't get the rest of your names. Perhaps we could all introduce ourselves.
I'm Nerida.
Nice to meet you, Nerida.
Harbequeer told Midalik, Harbequeer told, the whole thing.
We just call him Alec.
Nice to meet you, Alik. You seem a fearsome sort.
How's it going? I'm Chance.
I kind of glare because she didn't use my whole name, even though I introduced myself with the whole name. And because,
Everyone else
she's
said
a
you
tiefling.
could be called Alik.
Yeah, but
But the racism
not okay.
continues. Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm Welwyn Woodbarrel.
Oh,
Those are the
Welwyn
sounds
Woodbarrel.
Alec made when his full name
Through a
was
I get to
tantrum.
get some kind of a loud pet.
Yeah, you've got like a
Feeling.
squealing monkey that hangs
Yeah.
around you all the time.
A flying, squealing monkey. There you go.
His name is Clambo.
Well, you can all call me Arali or Ara if you like, or Ari if you like. You see, I've acquired this key, and she holds up what looks like a jade snake figurine with ruby eyes encrusted into it. As she holds it in her hand, you just see the snake figurine, and she sort of flips it, and on the underside are some tooth-like protrusions, which appear to be in a very specific arrangement. I acquired this in a game of chance. Excuse the
Ha,
doubling.
ha, ha, ha. It happens all the time, don't worry.
And I was told when I got it that this is a key to the Serpent's Bite Temple, which is in the Wasteful Mire to the north. I'd go myself, but it seems pretty dangerous for just one city girl. Perhaps you'd like to accompany me and we can split whatever we might find there, 50-50?
She telling the truth?
I rolled religion, or rather, do I know anything about them because of my religious nature as a cleric? I rolled a
Temple?
23.
23.
yeah.
Sure. You know that there were in the distant past, maybe even in the age of Second Light, like many cults in this area, and they may have built temples, they may have worshipped serpents, they may have worshipped, birds. Many of the more ancient cults picked like a particular either animal or elemental force to worship. So it's entirely
Sounds like a
possible
cult.
that there's like a serpent's bite temple.
You're
Yeah,
telling
I
me
mean-
if it's worth going after, and it's certainly not helping protect anyone.
It could be some cult, but supposedly there is a rare and ancient artifact there of great value. And if we find it, as I said, I'd be happy to split whatever we may get, 50-50.
How did you
where
come
does-
upon those? Sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. You go ahead.
How did you come upon all of this knowledge? I know you said you won the key, but the rest of this.
Well, the man who lost it to me explained it to me. He sort of pulled out this jade figurine, and I was not impressed. And I did a little bit of research in the archives here, and there does seem to be a Serpent's Bite temple to the north. And there are writings of a powerful artifact being there. I think it's worth checking out. If we get nothing it'll be unfortunate, but at least it'll be a fun time.
Can you tell us about the man you won it from?
Just some local, perhaps a merchant or something. I don't even remember his name. We play at the gambling halls, the syndicate's gambling halls, occasionally.
Can you
That's all
explain
this
how
is.
he got it?
I didn't inquire as to how he got it. I'm not really concerned with how he got it.
You said it sounds dangerous. Can you elaborate on that a little bit before we run off into it?
Well, supposedly there were some expeditionary parties to try to recover the artifact, and none returned. That was quite a long time ago. It's possible that much of the danger has passed now. Maybe an easy in and out. As long as we can get there. The Mire itself is not the safest place for humanoids. I'd also feel more comfortable in a party with more of my kind. I can see that you're all the accepting type. I appreciate that.
For the most part.
Most of us are. Just don't listen to a leak.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry, GM, as an aside, I don't remember what task Taloria gave us, if it was important.
It was to head to Port Grey Shallow and basically shore up the town's guard there, as many of them have been conscripted into the army. And so the town's guard is lacking, and there's an increase in syndicate activity there. It didn't seem like super pressing, like we're expecting something to happen in the next few days. It's just like, please get there and help out.
Where is the port relative to where we are right now?
So, if we look
And where
at
I would be going would
map.
go to Snake Cult place.
If we look at sort of the Thaura area, let's see if I can get this up on screen for
Yep.
people. The Wasteful Mire is to the north beyond the Hydegarten Forest.
Mm-hmm.
And Port Grey Shallow is effectively north of that. So if you
Well, there you go.
you could go from the Wasteful Mire and try to get back to the road, or you could try to go straight, like, over what would it be? Like the dry lands there to the north of the Wasteful Mire, and try to go straight to Port Grey Shallow from there.
Okay. Well, there, it is mostly on the way for where we're trying to be sent.
That's good.
I mean, if there's an artifact that might help us with some of our other stuff.
That's true, but I was actually going to ask, I'll turn to her and go, so there's only one artifact. What were you thinking as far as splitting things, or
There may be other
just going
things
to pay us
there.
and keep it for yourself?
There may be other things there, but
Or-
supposedly the artifact is of great power and probably of great value, or at least if it's highly collectible, we could bring it back to Thaura and sell it for a good price.
Or if it's something that we feel we could use in our adventures, would you be willing to take money instead?
If we come to an arrangement at that point, depending on what the artifact is and what I think it might be worth, yeah.
Okay. But you're not like, I need this to save my sick mother or anything like that.
I have no personal connection to any of this. I just think it's interesting and fun and potentially very profitable.
Do I believe her?
Roll an insight.
You roll for me?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I should just buy some fancy crystal dice to roll for myself over here in Babyland.
What's that total? 11 plus 9?
Oh, I think it's plus 9. Yeah.
Okay, so 20. She's being technically truthful. You think she might be interested in your party for some reason. You're not really sure why.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really determine why, but she definitely picked you for some reason. Maybe it's because, as she said, like the local mercenaries are probably not up to it, or maybe she, actually admires that you have tieflings with you.
I want to name drop. I forget her name, but the half-elf sister of the other wizard that died. I'm terrible with the names.
Lucretia Cecile.
Lucretia Cecile, yeah.
Sister of Dakota Cecile.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna go talk to other people. Be like, what do you think Lucretia would feel about that? Like, she'd probably be okay with it, right? And then out of the corner of my eye, check for any reaction level.
Oh, are you saying that to the rest of the party?
Yeah, just talking, like name dropping Lucretia, and then seeing if
right.
it gets any reaction from her.
Roll insight.
What does she have to do with anything, Elik?
Well, it's nice to run stuff by her sometimes, 11. I mean, she's kind of involved with these decisions usually, right?
What? I don't even know what you were talking about.
I don't know. I guess forget about it.
Why'd you say 11?
Yeah, just thinking about it.
Raleigh seems like interested in what you're saying, but doesn't recognize any of it. She's like, I don't know who Lucretia is, but if you need to talk to someone else in town before we go, I understand.
Also, DM, I know I'm the worst, but it's been so long, I don't remember who we were trying to scry on. If you remember,
it probably was Lucretia. You did successfully scry on Lucretia.
Was Lucretia?
We're trying to
No, it did.
scry on the girl.
That's right.
I mean, you can scry on anyone you know. You could try to scry on the dark tiefling.
But I remember there was something specific that I wanted this for, but I couldn't quite remember what.
It was some girl tied to the dark tiefling that we saw in the vision.
That was Lucretia.
Yeah, that's Lucretia.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
And it all comes back to us in a moment of clarity.
Well, I mean, I assume we'll have to talk amongst ourselves. Do you guys want to discuss or just decide here? We can meet up with this young lady later.
I mean, we still haven't decided what our squad name is, which I'm still very...
Claire.
No, I mean, now we're in the Silverblades. We have to have a different squad name. We're like...
Silver Claire.
Cora pipes in. I'm not in the Silverblades.
Yeah, we know.
Refuse to do the oath. Anyways, Ara, if you could just give us a quick minute, I think we can settle this quickly.
Okay.
I don't think. I mean, it's on our way. This is kind of what we do, guys. I don't want to be in the city any longer. A tromp through a mire sounds up my alley.
I would love to get to an ancient temple full of goodies, so I'm on board.
I'd like to go to the town and protect the people of the town.
Be a nerd. Let's go to the temple.
They're defenseless.
It's on the way, Alik. Also, we might be able to get a cool artifact that would help us protect them better by the time we get there.
Yeah,
I think in order to do that, we'd have to be stopping some potentially great evil. There couldn't be a potentially great evil there, would there?
Well, if it's
Helm has put this object there for you to collect and find, and we have to make sure that nobody gets their hands on that power.
We don't know.
So, aren't you constricted by him to protect us? So if we're going into this temple, you're still doing Helm's great work by making sure we don't die in there.
Yeah,
that's fair.
And I'm gonna whisper to Chance, don't give him the impression that the artifact is automatically his. Jesus.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot that would play out.
Well, that's good. We'll go and destroy this artifact, and I'll protect you.
We don't know what the artifact is yet, if it requires destruction, but I think it sounds like we're all in. Is that correct?
We should agree to a different split, though. 50-50 is not great. Like, yeah, she's got the key, but there's like 7 of us, and she said 6 of us. She said she couldn't find anybody else to do it.
I'd be happy to discuss with her if you guys would like me to do that.
I think we should discuss maybe more like a 1/3, 2/3.
But also, did she say that she couldn't find anyone else to do it? She said that she was thinking about asking other groups, but she'd be more comfortable with us.
I
mean, see what we can get, right?
She's got like the key and knew about the place, so that's kind of a lot of the whole us getting the object.
Exactly. I don't know. You guys do what you want. I don't feel like we need to give this girl a hard time.
Alik, don't worry. You guys about the math there.
It's actually not a bad idea that you guys bring up. But hey, maybe when we get there can be a couple of things she doesn't know about.
Well, there's always going to be things like that with you guys around, I'm sure. And I don't mean no offense meant by that comment.
Oh, I don't take any offense by that at all.
Well, you
what
guys
Nothing.
discuss with her. I'm gonna pop back into the magic shop for a second.
Okay.
I'd just be
Okay.
careful around her because I think she might be a thief. Not because she's a tiefling. I just get a weird sense about her.
Well, if she's a thief, she'll fit in nicely with our band.
Because of all the tieflings? I mean, wait, who's a thief?
No one is a thief. We just, we've been around thieves,
Doesn't
so
need
we're
to
comfortable
burn.
with them.
He doesn't need to burn today.
You didn't arrest them?
Well, you know,
No.
you can't always just arrest everybody you meet. Sometimes your encounters just take you in two different directions.
So
I
while
bet
this
you
is
there
still
are
happening, I'm going to
executions.
approach Ara and I'm gonna be like, okay, we're in. I think Narita popped back into the magic shop to finish something,
Yeah.
but we should
Oh.
be able to
Fantastic.
get on our way pretty soon here.
Great. Yeah, the sooner we leave, the better. And, yeah. We'll
Do I
be
get
able to
any-
get through the swamp safely as long as I'm there.
Do I get
Oh.
any thiefy vibes off of her?
Yeah, don't worry about it. She kind of like pats her hips, and you notice on one of her hips is a lantern.
Oh, okay.
Do you get any creepy vibes? You could roll insight.
Thiefy
to
vibes.
Thiefy vibes.
Thiefy vibes.
Sitting right next to it, I didn't hear it. I'm like, why are you in beef? What?
Could try
Someone-
speaking some thieves' cant to her and see if she understands.
Yeah, maybe I'll do just a little. Is there a way that I can?
So thieves' cant is like
your banker.
thieves' cant is like you. It's like heavy slang where everything is sort of a metaphor or like 3 steps removed from its actual meaning.
Yeah, is there something that I could say that would potentially sound like it is about the trip we were about to take, but could also be interpreted as being about?
Sure. You can like talk about swamps and travel like in thieves' cant, and
Yeah.
if someone knew thieves' cant, they would know like it's actually about stealing money or like something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to try something like that to talk about travel, but also kind of, couch it in some thievy shit.
So she responds to you as if you were just talking about travel. She doesn't seem to use any like keywords or phrases that a thief would use to mask some true meaning, or like
Does it seem
keywords
like
or
she
ciphers or
picked up
anything.
on it at all? Like, does she, like, her face react?
You feel
to it?
like she doesn't understand your true meaning at all.
Oh, well, great. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. It'll be so fun. Good chat.
Yeah, I think it'll be great too. I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest. I spend most of my time here in the city, so I've never been to the Mire before.
You seem pretty confident about getting through it, though. How is that if you've never been there before?
Well, we'll see once we get there. I want to keep it a little secret if that's all right.
Okay, but let's not keep it too secret, because we are also kind of putting ourselves in harm's way.
Oh, no. I won't let it cause you any harm. It's just, I think it'll be fun, you know. Fun in a dangerous way, but still fun. It won't be dangerous for you. Just a little bit of extra spice.
I don't like our new friend.
So I popped back in the magic shop. That's okay. And I'll hold
yes,
up
of
my
course.
hands. I'll say, have you ever seen a ring like this before? I'm not sure what it does. Somebody who sells magical items, maybe something's come by that reminds you of it?
She inspects the ring carefully. This looks similar, though the stones are... She, like, rotates the ring. If you'll allow her to touch it. It's like, may I touch it?
Sure. Yeah, I'm still wearing it though, but
She rotates the ring and is looking carefully at it. These gems are very unique. I have seen one other ring like this. Interesting, one of the gems here is cracked. Do you know how that happened?
not really, no. I was wondering if you thought it could be fixed somehow.
Well, I'm sure a jeweler could fix it, but this ring definitely seems of a magical nature. So perhaps it's best if you don't let just any jeweler touch it, try to do any work on it. I have seen another ring like this, but 2 of the gems were cracked. I didn't know what that meant. The man who brought it in didn't know what it was, and he was asking similar questions.
Can you tell me about the man who brought it in?
I have a good memory, but it was some months ago. I didn't think a lot of it. He's just kind of a normal guy, brown hair, seemed a little down on his luck.
Okay. And,
Sorry I can't be of
what
more help.
That's okay. And you didn't have any clue what his ring did either?
No, I never acquired it from him.
What would you think of using a spell like mending on this cracked gem? Would that work, or?
You could certainly try it. I don't know what it might do. Again, the ring is magical. If there are a different number of cracked gems on different rings, that might have some significance. I don't know what exactly. Perhaps it's like charges of magic, or maybe there are 3 in the set? I'm just guessing at this point, though. Maybe there are 4 in the set, and there's one with all 3 gems intact. And there's one with all 3 gems cracked.
All 3 cracked, true. That's a good idea, thank you. I hadn't thought about that. Well, I guess I'll let you get back to work, but thank you for taking a look, at least.
Yeah, thank you for showing it to me. I'll keep it in mind. And if I ever see you again, I'll let you know if I have any updates.
Thank you.
Seeing a second one is very intriguing now. The initial one I didn't think much of, but looks like there are more.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I'll be sure to keep an eye out, see if I find another one. Maybe I'll stop by and let you know.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too, bye.
Bye. All right, so is everyone ready to head off?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Say it with some confidence, y'all.
Well, we're still with the other woman, right?
With the Raleigh, yeah.
Yeah. Do I know who took the cart?
The cart?
The model with the merchant. We took it with us, right?
Oh, I think Welwyn has it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we're just walking through town, I'll try to catch Welgun away from our friend we don't know.
Mm.
And I'll say, hey, I talked to the woman in the magic shop about this ring, and she said that a guy came in with another one with 2 broken gems on it, and that maybe there were more. Maybe if we get a chance, we could try to redo the puzzle and see if we get it all right, if we get another ring out of this.
That would be interesting.
Maybe he did the same thing.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe there's a different secret container inside. Do you think it would be solved using the same puzzle, or would we have to reinterpret it?
I don't know. I mean, might be worth trying the same puzzle again and just seeing. Or try getting, 3 wrong and see if anything comes out. Does it seem like there could be more stuff in there? I mean, I guess if it's a magical container.
It's kind of hard for me to tell. It doesn't really look like any kind of safe that I've seen before. But, I mean, it could be. You never know. We can give it a try. I think you're right to want to keep this in just the party. So maybe if we stop for the night and we're somewhere kind of separate from our friend here, we can check it out.
Maybe we could take watch together if we're in the swamp and try it out.
I think that works.
Sounds good.
I'll keep it safe until then.
Thank you. Oh, also, if you could try to subtly collect the pieces from the rest of the party. I know some of them took them as souvenirs.
All the different bits. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, it's easy enough for you to recollect the pieces if people are willing to relinquish them to you. which I assume they are.
I promise you can have the monkey back, Lost.
That's fine.
And you head out of Thaura. It's just after midday. As you leave, the weather is rather nice. On your way out, you see kind of like troops in training just outside the city gates. The city guard sort of waves to you on your way out. It's perfectly fine to leave. And leading the way is Arala Firestone. So you travel. Let's see how far you're going to get today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you arrive at this off turn from the main road here. That's this very worn and sort of unmaintained dirt road. That branches off to the north. You arrive there as the sun is setting. Raleigh says, well, it's been wonderful traveling with you all so far. Do you think we should camp down for tonight? It's getting kind of dark, and I don't know how much more progress we can make today.
Yeah, sure, that's probably a good idea. Hey, Lost, do you want to help me look for somewhere good to camp?
Yep, no problem.
All right.
So either I'll do survival with advantage, or we can each roll one, whichever.
I'll go ahead and do it since you don't have the ability to roll.
Yeah.
Ignore mine then. 16 plus a bunch.
Mine's
survival.
+9.
It's +7, so 22.
Ric Flair in the building.
All right. Wait, +7 is 23, right?
I can't do math today. Tim said the same thing to me earlier.
The only way to know is like it's 6 and 16 that adds to 22
Yes.
right there, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. So, yes,
It's literally the only way.
It would be 23, and I'm dumb.
Okay, so you find, there are many sort of abandoned campsites just off the side of the road. A lot of people travel here. Big wagons travel through. You saw a couple wagons traveling in and out of Thaura on your way here. The road seems quite busy in this time, especially nearby Thaura. And you find an abandoned campsite. It looks good. You set up camp. Does anyone you guys want to decide on watches?
Yeah, I'll go with Welgwin.
Yeah.
And we do tieflings and then short people.
So
Cora and Alik.
We want to keep the new one.
Yeah, she
Do
should
we-
definitely
Do
go
we want
with
to
one of our
keep
partners.
Ara with us? That would be she would be part of our tiefling trio.
Yes, sadly, but
Okay.
I'm gonna say that part quietly.
Okay, so it'll be Nerida Welgwin on first watch, Cora Alik second watch,
Yeah.
and Tiefling's third watch. And then, do we have anyone left?
That
I
should be
think that's
everybody.
it.
Okay, you'll probably want an extra watch, or else this will take extra long. But an 8-hour rest, I mean, it's just evening, so an 8-hour rest will put you pretty early in the morning. So you could do 3 watches, and you'll end up getting up just before dawn.
For
Yeah, that
sounds
seems fine.
good.
As long as everyone's rested and everything.
Okay. First watch, Welgwin and Nerida roll a d12 each.
Roll me a d12.
I told you no.
Denied! Oh, Nerida, I'll roll for you.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Your watch passes without incident. You can discuss anything you like, or...
All right. Yeah, let's try doing the correct or the
Yeah.
combination that worked the last time.
So, we'll sit down and solve the puzzle perfectly this time.
Okay, so the top of the cart where the container popped out is protruding. If you push it back down, it just springs right back out, first of all.
Okay.
So you're like, it must have to be sealed in some way. You try the exact same configuration. So you turn the merchant the correct direction and put the things on his hands. The first configuration, nothing seems to happen. You do the second one. You can continue if you want.
So you mean we finished the puzzle, you mean?
No, just the first one.
just-
So you put the merchant in the first position and put the goods on his hands in the correct way.
And nothing
And
lights
whereas before the cart sort of hummed and glowed, or else one of the gems cracked, nothing happens this time.
Okay,
What if we try doing it in the opposite order?
we could try that. I think we probably have to figure out how to close it or reset it, or if there's anything else in here.
Yeah, can I kind of tap on it to see if I can hear any like hollow parts that aren't that
Roll
that I-
investigation.
It's a 7.
I mean, something I could do is try putting the ring back in the box and then solving the puzzle perfectly, but we
Well,
risk
yeah, but
not
we might
having the ring
accidentally
at all.
screw it up.
So you tap around all over it. You don't notice anything. Even if you hold the compartment down and tap on it, it doesn't actually sound hollow, which is a bit strange.
All right, well, let's try it. Well, let's just see if we start with the last one, if it does anything, and if it doesn't do anything,
Yeah, let's do it.
yeah. So let's try it in the opposite order.
Okay.
I'm assuming
So
you
you-
remember what the order is because I don't.
You have the pages of the diary with you, so you
Cool.
can remind yourself. You put the merchant in the final position and place the goods on his hands, and nothing appears to happen. You can continue going backwards through the order if you want.
Yeah, let's keep going with it and see if when we get to the end it does anything.
Okay. Second position, again, nothing happens. Third, the first position, again, nothing happens.
All right. Well, one last thing before we go to bed. If I try to scry on this other ring, am I familiar enough with the object, just knowing it's the same as mine, but two are cracked, to scry through it?
I think you have to scry on a person. Can you scry on
I thought
a
you could scry on
thing?
an object. Let's consult the internet. I could be totally wrong.
Let's consult the internet, indeed. You can see in here a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you.
Oh, okay.
So you can't scry on... You don't know the
Okay,
person
that's
who
fine.
had it well enough to scry on him, and you don't know who might have the ring, if anyone. It's just if you have one of their possessions, it makes scrying easier. It makes it harder for them to know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We got double baby action tonight.
Yeah,
Hooray!
it's double baby time.
Well, this is an angry baby because she's got a tooth coming in, so she's not sleeping, I guess.
Oof.
Oh. Oh, baby.
So what are we doing right now? Catch me up to what happened in the
Oh,
last
so
You're asleep.
minutes.
when I went into yeah, you're asleep. We're doing watches, and when I went into the magic store, the woman said she had seen a man come in with one of these rings, but two of the gems were broken. So I wanted to try with Welgwyn to do the puzzle perfectly and see if we got another ring that had 3 gems, or if we could get all broken gems out of this thing or something like that. If maybe someone else had done the puzzle and given up after getting one ring. But we couldn't get anything to work.
Maybe there's just another one of these things.
Yeah,
Or maybe
that's
it only works
probably
once
more
per
likely.
person. I'm asleep.
Yeah, you're asleep. That's true. But we kind of all did the puzzle a bit. You're asleep, so I can't answer you. Well, I guess that's it then, unless you can think of something else to try to reset it.
I can't really think of anything else that should work, which is a bummer because I really wanted there to be another free ring in there, but
Yeah, it was worth a try.
it was, we'll keep it on us in case we find something else out about it, but
Yeah, sounds good. I guess we'll just hang out until it's time to wake up the next person.
sounds good.
Okay. You didn't, there was another idea you had. You didn't want to try to put the ring in there and do stuff?
Oh, it's a risk. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'll hang on to it, try to see if we can figure out what it does first, and then if I want to, like, unbreak this gem and try that later.
Okay. So you awaken Alec and Cora, who take this second watch.
Unbreak my gem.
I don't know if I have to focus on this after the rest or whatever, but I'm swapping out a spell for Zone of Truth.
You'll only get it after the rest is complete.
Okay. Then never mind. I'm going to talk to Cora. Hi, Cora. How are you?
Oh, hi, Alec. I'm doing great. It's nice to be back out in the wild and not much for the big cities.
You sound more like Cora than usual.
That's strange. I don't know why that would be.
I don't know what that means either, but that's just how I feel.
In fact, I don't even think that's true. You're a weird dwarf, Alec, but I like you. You seem to want to protect us.
I want to protect everyone that is not a bad person. And Cora, I don't think you're a bad person.
Well, thank you. I don't think you're a bad person either, Alec. Roll a d12, by the way.
What's the number for raccoons? Because I want to roll that number.
16.
I really don't like raccoons. 4.
Your rest passes without incident. Your watch, rather.
Sorry, I know I should know this, but what level are we?
9.
Okay, cool.
Is there anything else you wanted to do during the rest? And you do want to switch your spells, right? Once you're on the watch.
I do want to switch that. I'm dropping Meld into Stone if you were keeping track of my spells for whatever reason. Yeah, I didn't think so.
All right, it's Tiefling time.
You just roll some 12.
Is it all 3 of the Tieflings on watch? Having a little Tiefling party? Or just
all
the 2?
3 of the Tieflings.
Fancy,
Tiefling
look
tea
at
party.
y'all.
Roll a d12, each of you.
Oh, before we went to sleep, I would have told Mrs. Tiefling Lady that we were going to do a Zone of Truth in the morning. I don't know how she feels about that, but
Oh, you actually want to talk to her about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to spring it on her. Give her time to prepare.
Oh, okay. I don't
Just to make sure
understand.
everything's above board, Nobody's trying to assassinate us.
Well,
we got the Syndicate on our tails, of course.
You have the Syndicate on you?
I mean,
What do you mean you have the
like-
Syndicate on your tails?
it's more like we're marked by them, but really we're on their tails. We keep beating
Wait, I
them,
don't
they keep
understand. Are
getting
the
back.
Syndicate trying to kill you?
Yeah,
Alik, shut up.
repeatedly. but
Alik,
it's
shut up.
fine.
Alik, shut up.
We'll talk about this in the Zone of Truth in the morning.
Well, at
It's
least we're
fine.
going
You
to
can
the
ask all
mire.
the
I don't.
questions. We'll be above board with each other. Nobody's double crossing anybody. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna be so
Just-
heady.
Alik, go
I
to
don't
sleep.
know.
Alik, go to
That's
bed.
pretty intrusive. I don't really want to be in a zone of truth. I mean, I cannot answer any questions, right? You'll understand if there are things I don't want to answer.
Yes, it's gonna be really generic. Like, do you intend to kill us when we get there?
Do you
kind
know
of
what a
thing.
bidet is?
Okay.
Do you know
Well, I
what
don't
bidet
intend to
is?
kill you. I can tell you right now. I
Do you use a
have
bidet?
no
or do
intention
you
of killing
prefer
you.
white?
I don't know what a
Alec.
bidet is.
Alik, this is pretty.
Is that?
This is pretty inappropriate. You should just go to bed. And
All right, you'll be fine with it in the morning. It's fine.
ugh.
I mean,
All right. She doesn't seem very reassured.
Ara, just there's something wrong with the dwarf. Don't pay any attention to that. He's probably still going to run us through this thing, but it don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, good night. I'll look forward to being interrogated by my new friends.
He doesn't
guess.
speak for the party. Just don't worry about that.
Yeah.
He barely speaks for himself.
Yeah. He also has this thing with tieflings. Chance and I are tolerant more than we should be.
Well, Lost is less tolerant than I am of these things, since he has recently lashed out at a league.
That is true. He's cruising to cross a line again, and may need to be taught another lesson.
I hope this won't interfere with us going through the mire. It's difficult terrain and it's very dangerous there, so we really need to, as much as I joke about it, think this will be fun, we really do need to be focused as we go through the wasteful mire.
In general, we haven't had any reason to think that we can't rely on Alik. He's just special.
Okay.
You know, he's one of those people where his mouth is very big, but not literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I've met plenty of those.
Yeah.
All right, it's tiefling time.
We formed together to make Megatron.
Did you want to talk with her more, or
I
just
don't necessarily have anything.
let the watch pass?
You could use this time command. Alright, yeah. We'll let it pass.
She provides some light conversation about life in this city and like shopping and how she sort of grew up as an urchin and had to steal to survive and is doing much better now and is thankful that she was able to get out of that life. She sort of asks you about your past as well. Lost, don't know a lot about you. It's an interesting name.
Yeah, it just kind of, I'm not actually sure I don't remember if I was given a different name at birth, but this is a name I kind of adopted. I now know that my parents were abducted when I was a child, and I fled and
That's
ended
terrible.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
I appreciate it. You know, I've known for my entire life, as I'm sure you and Chance have felt as well, that there's a lot of misinformation and distrust for our people. And,
Yes, I mean, I can't imagine not having parents. I had some until I was 6 or so, and they just disappeared one day. I had to fend for myself on the streets of Thaura. It was really difficult.
Yeah.
Being a
parents
tiefling is
disappear a lot.
being a tiefling makes it much worse. It's true. It was very suspicious the way they disappeared too. I haven't been able to find out much about it. I think the past maybe is best left behind us. I like to look forward if I can.
I understand that on that one. I've just given up telling people that I came out of a hole. I don't know anything about my past, really, so it just makes it easier.
Yeah, only recently did I learn a little bit more about my parentage, and it seems like they were likely good people that just crossed the wrong people. So
It's often how it goes, isn't it?
yeah.
I suspect my parents may have done something similar, or else it was just simple discrimination. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or they had to flee from someone.
Well, that's why I've spent much of my time not in the city. It's hard to be discriminated against when you're living relatively on your own out in the wilds.
That's true. Things seem to be getting better for a time for us too, and I don't know, more recently it's been a bit more difficult again.
Yeah, I just do my best to be the best person I can be, regardless of the way I'm being treated. And
That's a good
hopefully one
attitude.
day it'll make a difference.
I'm sure it will.
That's one way of looking at it. One day we're gonna get revenge on all these people. That's
It's an interesting perspective. I hope it's more of a sort of trickster's revenge and not a genocidal Armageddon revenge.
You know, right now we're further towards the trickster spectrum than the genocide one, but under the right circumstances, you know, pushed to the wrong
The scales
way.
tilt a bit, yes.
Oh yeah, totally. So, you know, if we find a all-powerful artifact in some cave that somebody opens up for us that unlocks some power inside myself, I mean, maybe. But for the most part, no.
He jests. Chance is easily the most lighthearted of our party.
I'll keep that in mind. Your watch passes without issue, and it is the morning.
Hooray.
Just before dawn.
Let's get going before Allie pulls
Well,
some shit.
I'm meditating.
I want to make
For
sure.
20
Now
minutes?
are there rocks that I can put in his boots?
Yeah.
I'm awake before you, though.
No.
Meditating on
I mean,
spells.
you're
They're on the last watch.
hold on,
They've
hold on.
already rested.
We were the last watch, so you are not awake before us.
Alik, there are very clearly rocks in your boots.
Oh, this is nice.
Not just
Did
pebbles.
you guys
but like
do
full-on
this to
rocks.
remind me of home?
Are they made of tin?
You know, I am a hill dwarf. We come from rocky hills. So I'm pretty used to walking on rocks.
Wait, Rocky Hills, aren't those usually called mountains?
It's all right. Don't think about it too hard.
Don't strain your brain thinking about mountains.
They are very large, hard to comprehend. It's fine. I understand.
I know
So,
what a mountain
shall we do
is.
the zone of truth now? Make sure no one's going to kill anyone and, rob each other. And
I guess if we must.
commit treason.
Alik, I still think this is wholly inappropriate. I don't
It's a
think
bit
this is
invasive.
necessary.
What is everyone else? Do y'all want to make sure we're not?
I
gonna
mean,
be
you have me
stabbed
outnumbered
or
6-1. How much of a threat could I really pose? And
Well, I
just
mean, like I said,
simple
we're
city
being
girl.
pursued by the syndicate, so
yeah,
can't be too safe. I mean, you could be a very convincing syndicate agent.
The
Right.
syndicate hasn't been very convincing.
That's not true. They had the one lady. She was convincing enough.
She was not convincing. We saw through her bullshit almost immediately.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe she's way better than the other ones. Or maybe you're a perfectly nice, normal person who won a snake idol in a game of chance.
Am I the only person who thinks that this is unnecessary?
I'm generally opposed to zones of truth, just as a rule. I'd be fine if we just didn't have one around here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same board with that. Cause yeah.
Nobody's business who's telling the truth and who's not.
Cora would be like, "Zone of truth? What is truth? I don't.
what
I
is
don't know
that?
what that is.
What does that spell,
I've
Alik?
never
What does
heard
it
of a
do?
lie." Nerida, that's my only possible support here.
I mean, I don't want to go against the whole party who seems to mostly be voting to not do this. And we don't
All
really
right.
have.
But when I have to save you guys from getting stabbed, don't get mad
We'll
at
be
me.
doing Helm's glorious work, and
Exactly.
Doing
have
Helm's
no
glorious
problems
work.
with it.
Twice as hard, but half of defense is prevention, just so you know.
I'll help you keep an eye on her.
Also, Elite,
But
we
yeah.
solve all of our problems through violence. So we.
We do, actually. Almost every single one of them. Except for Welgwin, who involves it, in stealing and making shady deals.
When you're very small, you find other ways.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Cora, who finds violence.
Yeah, that's
Both
remarkable.
of our small
She's very
people
good at
are
being
most-
small and violent.
Most lethal party members.
That's true. I guess I don't try for
Relatively
violence,
true.
but I do okay when the violence happens.
That's just what it is. All right, so fine, no zone of truth. I'm not going to push it. I thought everyone would be super on board with it, but
All right, I
That's
appreciate it. I appreciate the trust.
It's not that I
I'm
don't
trusting
trust
you,
you.
and you're
it's
trusting
just-
me.
just got to be safe. Got to be safe.
Sure.
All of Iden's NPCs can't be untrustworthy. They
So
Most of them
could
haven't
be.
been.
Most of them haven't been. Like Roy.
It's true.
Many
well,
have.
so
Thaddeus
it's
was
Captain Roy.
fine.
this is
Velen-
as we proceed along. I'm gonna come alongside Nerida and make sure that she feels comfortable, because the last time we were overly trusting, it did result in in an ambush and her getting stabbed. But
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. I mean, we were all attacked, but she was
Thank
very
you
much.
for looking out for me, but in my lifetime as a sailor in the Concord, I've encountered many shady people, so I'll just remember to keep a closer eye on my back and not wander off alone with the person we've just met. I should have known better last time.
Fair
But
enough.
thank you for your concern.
Yeah, because I'm not on Alik's bullshit, but I want to make sure that you're feeling comfortable with it. I just feel like there's
Thank you very much.
where we put so much effort into being untrusting, and for the most part, it's been unnecessary. So
I agree, yeah.
So you continue
This is
down this dirt
optimistic
road.
lost.
You continue down this dirt road, makes travel a little bit easier, although the dirt road, while seemingly sort of well-worn, is also a bit overgrown and seems to be sort of corroding and collapsing on its sides, which gets worse and worse the further you travel to the northwest. Eventually, near midday, you reach the edge of the Heidegarten forest, just before midday. Here, you can see the forest in the distance as you approach. The hills sort of fade away and give way to subtle slopes decked with hundreds and hundreds of trees. As you continue, the forest becomes quite dense. The road now is overshadowed by trees on all sides, and there are bushes, thick sort of overgrowth everywhere. Occasionally you catch, a stray deer and other wildlife off the side of the road. The birds chirp. The sky is still sunny. It's good weather today. Fortunately, you're able to make your way on this road. Let's have... Who and who? Alik and Nerida roll d12s. Roll for Nerida.
Thank you.
2 and 3.
I got a bonus of whatever it is to get raccoons.
2 and 3. No, nothing happens. Again, you see some deer and other wildlife off to the sides of the road. And the travel on this road it's more difficult than the main road, obviously, because it's not a laid stone path and it's a bit rough in places, but it still hastens your journey somewhat. You eventually arrive at this large stone structure. The road sort of branches out into a plotted area, well-worn area that again looks very old. It looks like no one's been here in a long time. It's overgrown in some places and there's grass starting to sprout. And in front of you is an enormous stone structure. Amid the dense woods and lying at the apparent end of the worn and overgrown dirt path is a sizable structure of carved stone. Trees and shrubs have grown right up to the walls, but none seem to intrude upon it as of yet. Atop the arch that crowns the main doorway is an intricate and relatively unworn relief depicting a great dragon flanked by stars. The dragon watches over, and indeed dwarfs, a group of robed humanoids who seem to sit cross-legged and peaceful. An enormous door looms below, carved with what might be flames or budding plant stalks. It's unclear as the door has worn somewhat.
There's still a bunch of plants and stuff all over the place.
Yeah, it's pretty dense forest all around. And the forest seems to go right up to the edge of this large stone structure.
Do you guys think that that's a magic door, or do you think that I could try to open that door?
You might know things about this if you're familiar with history.
Oh, yeah. Do I know anything about this structure and what it
Roll
might be?
history.
Roll history.
I am also a historian. Can I help?
No.
You're also a historian. You also know about rocks.
Oh,
if you
shit.
could.
22.
About religion. If this is the temple. I didn't.
This is a temple, although you clearly haven't been to the Wasteful Mire yet. You've been through Hyde Garden Forest, so this is probably not the Serpent's Bite Temple. Welgwyn, you remember reading stories of, again, sort of ancient either cults or groups of worshippers. The dragon you immediately recognize as familiar symbolism to what you've seen of Bahamut before. Bahamut. The great silver dragon. If you want, we can Bahamut.
So he's a sky
Is
dragon.
often depicted as a great dragon. He was the dragon god of justice and a subservient deity of Torm, god of law. He typically symbolizes wisdom and sort of like contemplation. This appears to be some sort of temple to Bahamut, where perhaps people came to meditate or learn or find other ways of showing their devotion. It's not a deep sea research facility.
I'm going to relay that information to the rest of the group. So maybe, maybe clerics might find something interesting about it, or, there could be some fun stuff inside, but I'm more inclined to believe that it might be of, I don't know, religious meaning rather than fun prizes.
Oh, what? Some artifacts of random false gods? Nah.
I mean, how do you know he's a false god? What we know about Bahamut sounds like he's pretty up Helm's alley.
Yeah, maybe they're
But
friends.
It's like a wrong way to worship Helm. It's just wrong.
Weren't you telling me just the other day there isn't a wrong way?
Baby, you are straight up muted, so no one can hear you. Chance thinks there's no wrong way to worship Helm, is what he just whispered in my ear.
Oh, Chance is kind of right, but
Anyway, it could be worth taking a look at. Do you guys want to check it out and see if there's something cool inside?
I mean, if nothing else, we could rest here for the night. It seems like a refuge.
So this isn't the
from
temple
forest.
that you were looking for, right?
Oh, no. No. The temple I'm looking for is partially submerged in the mire.
Do you know anything about this one?
I read about it because I figured it would be on the way. It seems to be a temple of Bahamut. There's not a lot known about it. The worship of Bahamut was largely abandoned over 100 years ago. The forest seems to have grown up to it, but not into it. People used to make short pilgrimages from Thaura and later Hyton to the temple here and worship and meditate and learn. But it's been in disuse for at least 100 years, as far as I can tell.
I mean, I suppose there's just no real harm in checking it out. I mean, we could all die, I guess, but other than that,
We could be hit by a cart on the road, right?
it's
At
true.
any moment.
Not likely out here, and I'll step on the
Oh,
mushy
no.
ground.
No, of course. Again, I think this is, and the road is certainly an indication this has been in disuse for some time. I'd be surprised if there were anyone here.
Well, I can ask.
I'm not sure what you mean.
So I'll go ahead and cast Speak to the Plants, which all the plants are within 30 yards of, or 30 feet of us.
You cast the spell, and the plants sort of rustle, and their rustling seems to form a voice that only you can understand.
Hey, I was just curious if anyone's been in this building, in this structure, anytime recently.
Not inside.
Not inside. Okay. Anything you? I know you guys are out here on the periphery, but
Mama, can you mute real quick?
I'm trying.
That's what the plants sound like to me.
It's like, they scream in pain.
Do you know anything about this temple here?
Years ago, many of your kind came.
My kind? Are like us with like me and them with horns, or just humanoids?
Some with horns, some with big teeth, others pale and soft.
Okay.
Now only small greenskins sometimes.
Ah, good to know. Okay, thank you. So I'll relay that to the party that it sounds like maybe goblins may hang out here on occasion. They said small greenskins. I'm not really.
Maybe lizardmen.
Yeah, maybe lizardmen, but they haven't seen. It sounds like no one has entered the temple for some time. We might be undisturbed, but who knows if there's anything happening elsewhere.
All right, well, that was certainly impressive. I've never seen anyone talk to plants before.
I don't know, Lost. Do you think you can trust those plants?
Would plants lie?
Yeah, exactly. The plants have no reason to lie to me. Thank you, Chance.
That's what you think. I'm just saying, we're being really trusting of a lot of things here.
It's like a deceit bush or a lie tree.
You don't know what it's trying to gain here?
Plants with an agenda, you say?
Mm-hmm.
It's been there
Plants
for
are
years.
a lot more trustworthy than people, in my experience.
I would guess so. Though I've never talked to one myself. Well, should we try to get inside? We could camp out here outside too. It's a little overgrown, but it's a mostly flat space. Could be nice.
Well,
we should see what's inside, right?
I think if small green things are approaching this, we might not want to sleep right at the entrance.
If we could get shelter inside.
Yeah, either shelter inside or somewhere hidden outside.
Well, I can also ask the plants to make it a little bit more difficult to get inside if we want to sleep inside.
Sure.
Okay. So if we've decided to sleep on inside, then as we enter, I'll say, "Hey, you want to do me a favor and make it a little harder to get to the entrance of this temple?"
And they say no.
So there are enormous stone doors. Who's trying to open them?
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Is there a lock of any kind on them?
There doesn't appear to be a lock, although you can't see through the crack between the doors. They're fully flush.
All right, get it.
Ellie, want to check out this prime craftsmanship here?
Could I ask Cora to find traps since she's not here?
Oh, yes, of course, Nerda. I'll find traps. Cora casts her spell. And reports, there doesn't seem to be anything here that would cause us harm.
Great, thank you so much.
Sure. So who's trying to open the doors?
You know what? I will.
Okay.
I'll help because I'm strong, I guess. Try to lift up these doors or push open these doors.
Both of you roll athletics. Roll
Yeah,
for
for me.
Merida. What's your athletics bonus?
Sorry.
got a 6.
I am proficient in it, and then it should be plus 4
I
for
think
my
I'm
strength.
-1.
So plus 8, I guess.
15 for Chance and 14 for Nerida. You push as hard as you can. Maybe they shifted slightly. It's hard to tell.
Oh. This door is impossible to open.
Can I kind of climb around or like look around the outside and see if there's any other possible openings?
Sure. Going around the outside, you hear a horrific scream. The walls continue on. It's a large structure. You would guess maybe 100 feet across. It seems to be there, like in the front. There's maybe a little entryway, perhaps, and then there's a large ovular room behind that extends back a great distance, and coming off of those are small offshoot little rooms that also seem to be circular, like little root bulbs protruding out from the side. There are no windows of any kind or other portals. There seems to be one main entrance and nothing else.
Can I look at what's on, like if I circle back to the door, can I look at what's on the door itself and see if that provides any...
Sure, again, there are just sort of carved patterns on the door. There's sort of like a outline, carved like molding around the edges of the door, and then there are also these swirly patterns that may be fire, may have been budding plants or something, or like vines. It's kind of unclear, and it's all a bit worn. Roll an investigation.
Sorry. That was a terrible roll.
Just went straight up and down. 13. You can't find the hinges or what's supporting the door, if there are any, but on close inspection, it looks like the doors may be separated very slightly from the archway, more towards the top, whereas at the bottom, they're kind of flush with the rest of the archway.
So is it like there's like the flat part of the door and then like a gap between the archway, or is it like
at the very top
it does fill the top of the doorway?
At the very top, there does seem to be a small gap. The doors are very clearly made for this space, so it's possible that they're just sort of like leaning against each other. Perhaps they've fallen off whatever mechanism originally held them in place and are like leaning against each other.
Does the opening look like a...
You would guess like half an inch or an inch.
Okay, unfortunately.
At the top. It's not significant.
You cannot get through the hole.
You can't fit through there.
Actually, as it turns out, halflings can fit through any space that their head can get through. Like cats.
I'm just imagining you with like a tiny, tiny head and like, enormous body. You're like, oh yeah, let's squeeze through.
How do you
I
use
can
a bow
collapse
and
my
arrow?
shoulders.
Carefully.
Much like cockroaches, halflings.
They scatter in the light.
And what were the other like statue figurines that you mentioned? Were they like statues or were they like carvings on the... Or am I inventing something?
Or figures.
Yeah.
Atop the arch that crowns the main doorway is an intricate and relatively unworn relief depicting a great dragon flanked by stars. So a relief being a carving into a stone behind, like backset behind it. The dragon watches over and indeed dwarfs a group of robed humanoids who seem to sit cross-legged and peaceful. There are basically no other features on the outside. You see some support columns, around the edges, but otherwise it's sort of flush wall all the way around.
Maybe we have to sit cross-legged.
I've heard of Stranger Things opening magical doors.
Like saying friend.
You could try to see if you think the door is magical.
Somebody else, I think, is probably going to have to do that.
Someone with Arcana might think about it.
Yeah, that'd be good if we had somebody with some Arcana. Yeah.
I'm not proficient in Arcana.
Pretty sure Cora is not proficient in Arcana.
I got a 0.
Someone could try though.
Fuck it. Let's see if Chance knows about other magic.
Hey!
18. You're pretty certain there are no magic runes of any sort on this door. You would probably recognize them. And nothing about it strikes you as magical.
Okay. Well,
If there's some magic to it, it's pretty hidden.
I don't think it's a magic door. So I don't think sitting around is going to do anything other than stalling us for a while.
Should we just keep trying brute force then?
Does anybody have anything we could pry from the top with? I think I have a crowbar.
I have one.
The doors are about 10 to 12 feet tall, so getting up there would be a feat on its own.
So I was gone. Where are we, and what are we looking at again?
We're trying to get through these giant stone doors, and maybe you could take a look at them and see.
Yeah, sure. Can I get like a sense of how thick they are by like tapping on them or whatever?
Roll stone sense. Isn't there like a thing for you in particular?
I get history on like I get proficiency against like history checks for stonework.
Okay, you could do that if you like.
Or not history
and you
advantage,
can
I think it
also
is.
know about this stone. So let me just quickly describe it again since you were gone. So amid the dense woods and lying at the apparent end of a worn and overgrown dirt path is a sizable structure of carved stone. Trees and shrubs have grown right up to the walls, but none seem to intrude upon it as of yet. Atop the arch that crowns the main doorway is an intricate and relatively unworn relief depicting a great dragon flanked by stars. The dragon watches over, and indeed dwarfs, a group of robed humanoids who seem to sit cross-legged and peaceful. An enormous door looms below, carved with what might be flames or budding plant stalks. Just from your knowledge of stone, the relief appears to be solid marble and is lovingly crafted. The seams within the relief itself are quite hidden by integrating them carefully into the sculpting. The rest of the temple around it is primarily basalt, which is interesting as it'd be sort of a difficult stone to get here, as it's a volcanic rock.
So yeah, that was a 22 total. It's double proficiency bonus for history on stonework.
So
If
you
that's
believe the doors are a good 6 to 8 inches thick stone. They appear to perhaps have like fallen off their bearings and are resting against each other, making them very difficult to push. Looking around at the base of them, you think they may have dug a good inch or so into the ground as well as they fell.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to touch the door and pour some magic into it and shape it into the form of like a passage using stone shape.
Okay. Let me see. Stone shape.
You touch a medium-sized or smaller object or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension and form it into a shape that suits your purpose.
Roll wisdom to attempt to reach out to Helm.
Wisdom to reach out to Helm. And Helm guides me very well.
You cast stone shape. You reach Helm with little trouble. And the stone crumbles, contorts, and opens, molding this enormous door within a door, effectively. They still lean on each other towards the top, but you can enter easily now.
Let's go.
Heading inside, it's very dark As there are no windows, there's nothing letting light through from the exterior. The roof is unbroken, and it's rather dark inside. Beyond the great door, there's an entryway with stone benches. This is the very little you can see as you enter, as light spills in through the passage created. There's stone benches carved into the walls on either side. The main chamber seems to be in front of you, but it's rather dark in there. You may have to light it in some way.
Doesn't somebody have a light?
Nope.
I think I have one. Let me see.
What?
You can use torches as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't have light as a spell anymore.
I think I might still have daylight. I need to check my spells, actually.
Daylight's like a level 4 spell or something,
Yeah, so...
I think.
But somebody had the cantrip light. Like
Somebody
Chance
did.
Or something?
So no.
Not currently.
Thea did.
Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Those with dark vision, you can see a bit into the structure.
That's me.
And the tieflings. So that's what you have in common
And the
there.
tieflings. Hey, you guys see that? We can see in the dark. Isn't that neat?
The main
Bonding.
chamber has 7 supporting pillars and is in the shape of a long oval extending from the entryway. It's maybe 60 to 70 feet deep, so your dark vision just barely extends to the end of it. It extends from the entryway to a grand statue at the far end, which is the details of which you're having trouble discerning in the darkness. There are several archways in the walls of the chamber along the sides, which allow passage to unseen portions of the structure.
I'll turn to our new tiefling friend and say, didn't you have a lantern that you showed us back in town?
Oh, yes, I do. It probably won't help us here, strange as that sounds.
I see. Magical lantern. Likely not for illuminating things.
I could show you. She kind of like taps it, and a blue flame flickers to life, but it emits no light out in a glow whatsoever.
Got it.
Useful for illuminating, but not what you want to illuminate right now.
Well,
Exactly.
I will go ahead and create a magical bonfire somewhere nearby us, and we can all light our torches in it.
Okay. The magic bonfire springs to life. You use the power within you to channel magical energy rather than reaching out to your deity. And everyone can light torches if they like.
Yeah. I'll light one.
All right.
Torches. Dark life. Literally.
At the end of the room is an enormous statue of a curled dragon, its head looming over the space. It's not threatening, though. It feels almost warm and inviting while sort of like masterfully lording over you. Doesn't bare teeth or anything. It just stares down.
Do I know
upon
much
the
about
space.
Bahamut or, the
You
significance
can
of like
roll
7
religion
pillars or whatever?
to figure out how much you know about
Those
it.
7 pillars right there. That reminds me of not much. I can't recall.
You know,
Plus 5.
Bahamut was a dragon deity, symbol of wisdom, was worshipped long time ago. Much of his worshippers have not necessarily fallen into disfavor, but worship of Bahamut has been very sparse for the last 50 to 100 years.
That's a long time.
Quite a time, a lifetime or two.
5,200 years is it's like a lifetime.
50 to 100 years.
Oh, that
Not
makes
5,200
more sense.
years.
I was like, this is an old structure. Dang.
No.
Make it like the
Well-
oldest structure in the entire area.
I think we could camp out in here for the night. Unfortunately, the door's a bit open now. I don't know what we can... Maybe we can
Well-
bar ourselves in somehow.
We didn't do we can't do a more thorough search. There's nothing to search.
There are archways that lead into side rooms, if you like.
I want to
Well,
go around
we
and
sh-
look for trinkets.
All right.
Well, yeah, make sure we're not under like potential threat from 2
that's-
sides or something.
Don't just
That's
wander off the tomb.
Come with me. We're looking for trinkets.
Okay.
Trinket time.
Roll investigation.
I guess that's both. Should we both roll it or just Weldon?
Sure, if someone's
Coming
proficient
with me,
in
right?
it.
So
I think you proficient.
I think Weldon
no,
is proficient.
I'm not good at
Oh, yeah, that's
investigating at all.
Neither am I. So just you.
Just one.
Oh.
What was it? 6?
Yeah.
So
Plus what? 7.
+1.
Plus guidance.
Not good at it. I told you.
Are you casting guidance?
Nerida can cast guidance. I can't cast guidance.
All right. Nerida needs to roll a wisdom check to reach out to Umberly.
Go ahead and roll that for me.
Oh.
Still really wise, so that's a 9.
It's a 9. It's a struggle, but you do eventually reach out to Umberly, and she grants you enough power to guide your friends as they investigate the space. So go ahead and roll a d4
Hooray.
to add to your roll, your investigation roll.
There we go.
Ooh.
So
It's a
12
Better.
or 10 total? 10 total.
10, yeah.
total.
The archways lead to seemingly small empty rooms, perhaps like small cloisters. Some have like a small perhaps dais or shelf. Others have benches, again carved into the stone on the sides, none of which seem very interesting and none of which contain anything at all.
This place sucks.
It's a temple. Monks never have anything. How many times have I told you this?
I've been to a lot of temples where they have a lot of dope stuff. And this I wouldn't even feel bad stealing from because nobody's even here. So it's not like stealing from a real church. It's like stealing from an old church, which is what a lot of people do.
Also, probably easy to convince a leak to steal from this church.
Probably it belongs in a museum.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine. But whatever.
You belong in a museum.
Who said that?
This me,
Good
Helen.
roll
Shut up.
initiative.
Okay. Well, should we camp out here? It seems safe inside. May not want to have a fire. We might fill the whole room with smoke. Maybe something small.
I feel like there must be more to it. But sure.
Maybe we should temporarily seal that that opening you made for us, Alec.
I mean, if people want to come at us through a tiny little opening, we can just easily defend ourselves, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, let's set up watches. Is it going to be the same watches as last time?
Might as well.
Okay, so first up is... What was it?
Oh, shit.
Nerida?
No.
Who was it first? Nerida...
Nerida and
Narrator
Vulcan.
and Welwyn.
Welgwen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll d12. It's okay. You don't have to freak out. Just roll d12. Oh, 7. What did I roll? Okay, your watch passes without incident.
All right. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cast. Well, how long is the passage, or like, is there a tunnel?
There's no tunnel. There's a small entryway that is maybe only about 10 feet long, and then there's an enormous main chamber supported by 7 pillars in the center, sort of in an oval pattern with 1 pillar towards the front and 3 on each side. And that is maybe 60 or 70 feet deep before you reach the enormous dragon statue at the end of it.
Okay. Never mind. I'll just sit. I don't
Okay.
want to disturb everything.
Next watch is Alik Cora, I think, right?
Yes.
Is Alik here?
Yeah, can I do like a big thorough investigate while I'm watching? You know, just
Walking around. Nope.
a good look.
Sure, you can give it a look. Also roll d12.
Also roll d12. 10.
Okay, your watch passes without
Like-
incident.
Cora, go hang out by the door. I'm gonna do a good look around.
All right, Alik.
And that's 10.
You find the same thing Chance and Welwyn found. There are
Chance, Welwyn. I found the same things you found.
I'm
There are
sleeping. There was no
six-
cool stuff there earlier.
There are 6 like antechambers, 3 on each side. None of them appear to have anything interesting. Some dioceses or benches or maybe shelves, but nothing, no objects in any of them.
Okay. No writing that I recognize.
Nothing.
All right. Well,
Tieflings.
Tieflings!
You two roll d12.
Shit. And the entire building collapses on them.
We all asphyxiate because of the. I don't know how magic fires produce smoke, but whatever.
Well, you could keep your magic fire going the whole time, or you could have just like a very small bonfire. in the middle.
I'm fine with it being a very small one. I was just teasing.
Okay. Nope. Your watch passes without issue as well. Do you want to discuss anything or do anything? We'll just move on.
I don't think I have anything new to talk about, so no.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll fall asleep.
The morning comes, and you all awake in the chamber. Light, subtle bits of light pour through from the outside as the sun rises. I think that's a good point to take our 10-minute break.
Alright.
So we'll go to break, 10 minutes. We'll be back at 6:01. Be right back, everybody. Bye. And we're back. So as day breaks at the Temple of Bahamut deep in the Hyde Garden Forest, the party awakens. All the tieflings are already awake. No pranks were played on Ali this night, I guess.
Not today. No.
Not today.
They haven't been
Prank.
exactly working out, so it's probably a good idea that we just
It's a
hold
prank-free
off for
day.
now.
Yeah.
He's just not fun to prank anymore.
After the
It's only
horrific
fun if he's annoyed.
moldy cheese incident
Yeah, nobody needs that again.
at the soft sands, no one needs that again. You may or may not be banned from the soft sands for all eternity. After utterly souring one of their rooms with burnt moldy cheese.
But we developed a new poisonous cloud weapon.
Yeah. New stinking cloud.
Possibly a war crime.
Gotta check the Geneva Convention. Gotta check the Thaura
Fantasy.
Convention.
Yeah.
Okay. Arali sort of leads everyone out. She's like, I think I know the rest of the way. I've plotted this route a little bit. If you want to follow me. And you'll
Okay.
spend the day heading into the Wasteful Mire. You head through deep forests. There doesn't really seem to be any kind of path that she's following, but people with survival and tracking can tell that she definitely is going north. I mean, that's pretty easy to tell just from the sun. The forest breaks after some time. Sort of slowly, the trees become less and less as you travel north, and you see before you this boggy swamp, utterly laden with marshes. There's a lot of shallow water or perhaps deep water. The land underneath you as you approach becomes soggy and difficult to trod through. I think the going may be a bit rough from here. As you approach that, it's about just after midday. Raleigh's still in the lead. She's kind of tapped her lantern, and the blue flame ignites. No light emanates from the lantern. But she holds it out in front of her as she leads the party. You travel mostly, as much as you can, over solid ground. Let's have... Travel as much as you can over solid ground, mostly following her lead. It takes quite a while. To move only 3 or 4 miles. And the sun is beginning to set once again. In fact, small rainstorm moves in. Starts showering you in this horrible bog. Everything is wet. Everyone is drenched.
There better be some amazing stuff in this temple.
I don't mind.
Must suck for you guys, especially since you gave up that cloak, Lost.
I don't mind the rain. Not at all.
No one in this party is fun to antagonize ever.
Well, it looks like we haven't quite made it. It's getting pretty dark. We could try to rest for the night. I think I see a small grove of trees up ahead that would give us a bit of shelter.
I'll try to find somewhere dry to set up. Dry
Roll
and hidden a little bit.
survival.
If we find the right area, I should be able to make...
Prank some people.
Oh yeah, I can also control water. Could I make the ground dry?
Water is not like water within other things. It's got to be like pure
You can move
water.
like a cube of water, right? So like, couldn't I just move it out of a...
So you can move like a pond, like a little puddle, right? Or a small
fair
pond.
enough.
But you can't like take soggy soil and pull all the water out of it. Otherwise you'd be able to like pull the water out of people, and that's just crazy.
So I have mold earth, and so any area that we deem fit, I could essentially just, of this boggy area, I can make into
Survival
better ground. Yeah,
Ooh,
just take me a few.
you
Yeah,
are
there's-
very unused to the marshes, Cora, and you're not sure where to look. In fact, roll 3d6.
+8 or +6.
No.
Way too many. First 3.
Oh. You're pretty lucky. Even though you're not really used to this, you spot some terrain that looks much like the rest of the stable terrain you've been walking on before, and you think better of it for a moment and test it with your foot gently, and it sort of sinks as you touch it. You decide not to walk there. I think you avoided some kind of pitfall or sinkhole.
These bogs are not the terrain that I've lived in and hunted in. I don't seem to be as familiar with its high ins and outs. Perhaps we should follow the tiefling, I don't remember her name,
Arali.
to Arali to find the best place to sleep tonight.
Okay.
I can
So
always
Raleigh-
ask.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I can always ask the trees to help shade to help
You can,
provide
it's true.
coverage.
Arali leads you to a small grove where the land is a bit drier, even though you're sort of slogging through the mud most of the way there. Well, unfortunately, this will have to do for the night. There are a few trees overhead that are just barely sheltering you from the rain. It still drips down from between the branches and off the leaves, pours down in particular spots, forming small puddles in the marshland below. Well, we could set up a campfire, maybe put a little makeshift tent over it, prevent it from getting washed out.
Thankfully, I think my companions have means to deal with the terrain.
Lost, you can ask the
Boys.
trees to shelter you more if you like.
I will do that. I will go ahead and speak to the plants again.
They rustle. You ask them to give you shelter. The branches seem to turn just a bit, and they form a section where the rain has difficulty getting through. The leaves all turn subtly. Still not dry ground underneath.
Thank you. Thank you, plants. Thank you, nature.
Did you settle down for the night, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep.
Same watches as we've been doing?
Sure.
Keep it going again.
Nerida Welgwin first. Each of you roll a d12.
Roll me that D12, baby.
Told you once, told you twice.
I'll roll for Nerida.
Oh, damn.
Hey! 11.
All right, your watch actually passes without issue.
Sweet.
Fortunately for you, the rain continues into the night. There are sort of like buzzing, biting insects that you're not used to. You swat most of them away.
I don't like swamps. It's terrible.
It's not
Next-
the greatest. It's all great.
Next is Alik and Cora. Each of you
Why did you
roll a
always
d12.
put me with the dwarf?
You volunteered.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to talk to somebody about playing my character. Oh my.
You know that that's not true.
Thomas?
All right, I think Thomas is AFK. I'll roll for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's in baby trouble.
8 and oh boy, 11.
Raccoons invade the campsite.
No, your watch passes without issue. Tiefling time.
Friendly raccoons invade the campsite.
No raccoons of any kind.
Someone just come over to
Chance has been putting cheese in your shoes for you. I think you should do something for him.
Ooh, prank war.
Oh, no. We just
Like
finished it.
like protect him with the power of Helm. I've been doing that
Yeah.
this whole time.
You should protect him with the power of Helm, but make sure he knows. Like, put your shield right on top of him, or just be very clear that
Oh,
You've got his
make
back.
sure. Okay. Yeah, I'll do something. He goes off and subtly interacts with Chance's goods.
What?
to be discovered later.
Yep. All right, tieflings, roll d12s.
And do I notice anything's up with my bags?
Wait, I messed with Chance's goods?
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I do actually. I want to ask Araldi about her this lantern.
Oh, it's a magical lantern. It'll help us if we have any problems here in the mire.
Okay.
Specific
and-
kinds of problems.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of specific?
Well, there are certain creatures that might be hard to detect. If you want to press her further, you could roll a persuasion.
Okay, yeah, I will. And clicky, there we go. And persuasion, +2, so 14. Just so this helps show these unseen things.
Between you and me, I read on my research of the Mire that there may be creatures made of water that can mold themselves into the water of the Mire and become indetectable, indiscernible from regular water. This lantern should help us if we encounter them.
Interesting, good to know. Glad to have it with us.
Where did you get that from? You just got like so many knickknacks. Where did you...
Well, this is the only magical thing I have. I acquired it after, I did some research, thought it would be useful.
Insight checker to see if she has anything else magical. Oh, no, I'm okay.
Most of the time when we've done this thus far, it's come up pretty dry.
I guess
During-
I missed my moment to search her stuff while we were all asleep.
During your watch, roll perception, everyone who's up. Tieflings.
Boink.
My fellow tieflings.
And that's
Team-
pretty sure.
Gosh, that's horrible.
Wow, that is a 13 still.
Mine's a 9. We don't see shit.
I talk a lot, it makes sense.
Fortunately, still gonna catch this. You hear some kind of like clomping and disturbed water chants, and you hear like some clicking.
I wanna
Seems to
shout,
be approaching the
"Shit!"
camp. You shout shit.
Can I roll a d20 to see if his shit woke me up?
I mean, if you shout loud enough, you'll wake everybody up.
Yeah, I just want to shout very, very loudly shit.
Shit!
At the top of my lungs. I'll roll performance for it.
All right.
The most eloquent, loud shit
It's a
ever.
20.
Everyone wakes up to Chance just yelling. You all just hear the
Oh
rain.
my-
Chance seems pretty disturbed.
What's up,
Not
Chance?
again. What is it?
Heard something. There's some stuff near camp. It is not good.
It is.
No.
So you didn't look into it. You just woke us all up.
Yes.
If this is another raccoon situation,
Chance, what's your AC?
Oh no. Well.
It's 12.
I'm gonna get hit with some fucking darts, man.
In the nipple.
You feel a searing pain in your back, and you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, Chancey.
You feel something stuck into you. As you turn around, everyone else sees that there's a javelin protruding out of your back.
I told you.
But you got javelin.
I could just see Chance kind of looking over his shoulder, trying to reach it in his back. Get it out! Get it out!
So since the tieflings all have dark vision, you all see now, and Alik, if you're awake, there are several lizard folk surrounding your encampment, and they seem to be brandishing javelins, and they're staying far back, and they're
Lizard
about
men.
to throw some more. So we'll do initiative. I don't have a map for this, unfortunately.
Hey, Nerida, you are right. Lizard folk.
Yeah.
Small greenskins.
They surrounded us, you said?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's so terrible.
Oh, they
Not really a
suck
time
at
when you want to be
initiative.
right, I
Back.
suppose.
They suck at
Oh,
initiative.
yes, they do. Fuck yeah.
All right, Merida, you are not in your armor, and nor are you Harbakir Tolmidalik. I think everyone else is. But you can certainly get your weapons, and Harbakir, if you spend a bonus, I'll say you can pick up your shield and ready that as well.
I have no idea how to determine what my AC is.
You should.
It's
12.
10? It's 10.
Do we have any
think
like padding or anything that helps us?
Plus Dex. Do you have any Dex?
You don't have any armor. Yeah. it's-
Do I have like a negative dex bonus?
No, you would not take
No.
negative Dex.
I think you have negative
So it's just 10.
int? I don't know. Do you have your character sheet?
Actually, I'm not sure about that.
I do.
You have she has -1 dex.
Negative 1
No,
dex.
I have -1 dex. I'm asking if it counts against my thing. I
It does.
definitely
It does.
have -1. Okay, then I have 9 AC.
So if I can, I'm just gonna yell at everyone to me, and then do what you want with that. Narrator, bring
All
your
right.
armor.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to put it on.
It takes 30 minutes to don your armor.
Yeah.
Oh my
It takes
god.
5.
Not if you
Still,
have
like, the
plate.
entire
It
battle.
takes 10 minutes.
And it's your action like every round.
Oh yeah,
Right?
10 minutes to don heavy armor.
Just listen to me, okay?
Okay.
That's your action every round for 100 rounds.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay, I
bring
have
in,
it.
come
I
in.
have it.
All right, Nerida, you bring your armor to Alik. You spring up, pile up your armor, and bring it over to Alik.
Yeah, is that my whole action?
That's your whole turn, sure.
All right.
Harbakir Tul Middleek.
I delay my action until Lost is done. Until everyone's near me, I should say. Within 10 feet of me, to be specific.
Okay. You
A
can delay your
10-foot
action until after
circular
Lost,
radius
we'll
of
say.
me.
Good hint.
You after Lost. Okay.
And also bring your armor, everyone, in case you can't sleep in it.
All of us
That-
light armor wearers.
Brings us to Welgwyn.
Can I see any of the?
It's very dark. If you don't have dark vision, you can't really see them. You could take an action to try to perceive them.
Squint up and see if I can figure.
Sorry, you're breaking up. You want to figure out where they are?
Yeah, I'd like to figure out where they are.
All right. Roll a d20 for perception.
13.
22.
22. Yeah, you can see where... You think you figured out where all of them are, though they're sort of shifting around. But they are trying to just line up javelin throws. That brings us to Chance.
Well, what time in the morning is it? So it's still like a little dark out?
It's very dark. It's not
Oh.
quite morning yet. All right, let me-
Oh, then perfect. I would like to try to cast Immolation on the closest lizard man to me.
Okay.
Light them up a little bit.
It lights him ablaze.
Flip
And
that
irritates-
coin, first of all.
Absolutely.
Can you put the battle map on Twitch for me?
There's no map for this.
Okay.
So no. Sorry.
So no.
How's that going to
could
work
just
for like
draw
the
one real
AoE
quick.
spells?
Yeah,
and
I mean,
stuff?
it might be better.
I'll
to
just say you
draw
can,
one
like-
without some targets for
You
Nah.
just hit everybody for free.
Is it a heads?
It's a heads.
Let's roll a d10.
Isn't that usually bad?
It could be bad. It could be great.
This could be really bad. Yeah, this is gonna be. Good. I just haven't had to do this before, so I'm excited.
Still might do nothing.
Oh,
It did something.
That's
So you attempt to cast Immolation, but your magic surges. A wisp of flame just puffs out of the top of you, and the rest of the spell fizzles.
You getting old, Chance? You need some help with your magic there? You know, some boosters or Viagra pills?
This has never happened to me before, I swear.
That brings us to Cora.
So Alik has not really told me to get close to him.
I told everyone.
Yeah, he did.
Told everyone. He did. He shouted. I guess I will move within the 10 feet of Alik. Take a bonus action to hide.
Oh, I forgot to roll for Raleigh. Oh, she's very slow.
And because I'm a halfling, one. Because I'm a halfling, I'm going to get a 2. Thank you. With stealth is 10. Oh, great, hit it. And then I'm going to shoot 1. So do I get a surprise attack?
Nope. You are, in fact, well, you're not surprised this round, I guess, but...
We'll shoot some arrows to the same one's face. Arrows to the face.
What's your to hit?
Plus 9? Oh, let me sacrifice... Well, now I've seen him. I guess it's too late.
Wait, so you got what to hide?
10 to hide.
You're not hidden, so you don't get advantage.
Okay. And then my plus to hit is plus 11.
Okay, you hit one of the lizard men. Go ahead and roll damage. Twice? Oh, okay. I see.
Get 2 attacks. I rolled both my attacks.
Gotcha.
So, my attack is D8 plus, and it's hidden now. Did we decide it was 9 on my normal? No, it's my dex score plus 4, plus my proficiency, which is 4, plus 1, because it's magical. Yeah, plus 9. So D8 plus 9 for the first one. And then, don't remember all my stupid bonuses. When it's already damaged, I can add another D8.
That's a D10. So reroll those.
Okay, so 2 D8s, 3 D8s. Plus 9, so 18.
18. One of the lizardmen like screams and gurgles as 2 arrows just... Still up though, barely. That brings us to Lost.
How many of them are there?
There are 6. They're sort of surrounding you. You would guess they are 5 to 10 feet apart in a big, broad circle around you.
I seem to have hit one of them. I can hear him in the distance.
Oh, that's right. You can't actually even see them. So we'll say that first one hit because you have disadvantage to hit, but roll another attack to see if the second one hits with disadvantage. You know roughly where they are, but you're going to have same rolls. So, yeah, you're good. All right, Lost. Alex on deck.
I am going to... I guess I'm going to join the rest of the group near Alik, assuming anyone moved towards him as requested.
Everyone seems to be clustering around him.
Good. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do conjure animals and get some of my wolfy buddies.
You summon, what is it, 8 wolves?
Let's see.
16
yes.
at this point?
No, it's 8.
I think he can make it 16.
I can do it at 16. But I'm not gonna. As entertaining as that would be, I only have 1 5th level spell slot, and that would chew it up.
Are they just gonna surround one of these lizard folk, or?
Well, so they're all
5 to 10 feet away from each other.
Yeah. So
Is that what you said?
Yeah. So yes, I'm not gonna have them surround. I'll kind of have. How many did you say there were?
Lizard folk?
6.
There are 6. And one of them has just been hit by arrows.
So on the I'll do 2 wolves on 4 of the lizard folk.
Okay. None of the ones that were hit by Cora, presumably.
Yeah, I'll leave that one alone.
Okay. Roll your attacks. The wolves pop into being as you chant your incantation. Oh, actually, the wolves have to like do a turn, right? They have to roll initiative.
Yes.
Or this will be wolf initiative. I'm sure they'll be faster than the lizards.
Jesus, they're faster than pretty much everybody.
Yeah. They, in fact, are.
Well, that would be their attack rolls when that time comes.
Oh, they have +2, I think, for wolves.
Let me pull it up.
That'd be at least +4.
Don't know about that.
Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Come on, where's my summon? There it is. Their dex is +2, yes.
Oh, Dex. I thought you were saying they're to hit.
Initiative.
Never mind.
The +4 to hit.
Yeah. No, never mind. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so they can go. They can go at the beginning of the next round.
That's fine.
I'm gonna say from now on, like they can't go on the round they're summoned. They have summoning sickness.
Yep.
Arbakir, Toll, Middleek.
Bring it back.
I summon a dome 10 feet in diameter of Wall of Forceness.
Wall of Force.
And then
Tap my blue mana. Oh.
Actually, you have to roll Wisdom to make sure you can.
Well, let's hope this doesn't fail, because that'll be really embarrassing if it does. That's 7.
You reach out to Helm. It's difficult. You barely manage to cast the spell.
Oh, okay. Whew. All right, everyone. I start putting on my armor now. We got 10 minutes. If anyone wants to help me with these straps, it takes about 10 minutes to put this armor on.
Oh yeah, if anyone wants to help me too, does that make it faster?
It also takes 10
Yeah.
minutes for her to put hers on.
Yeah,
I'll help near it.
with assistance, it'll go slightly faster. Raleigh, who's like holding out her staff that no one realized she has, like, oh, okay. Just like
Thanks,
sits
Malik.
back down on the ground. Meanwhile, the wolves are fucking tearing these lizards apart. Actually, let's do lizard folk. They all just, well, some of them are gonna attack the wolves. Let's see. 4 of them will, since they're surrounded. They'll attack 1 wolf. Oh. A bite. How much HP do wolves have, and what's their AC?
Their AC is 13.
That's a
Right.
hit. So 1 wolf takes 10 points.
Holy shit. Well, they're
Of damage.
11. So
Oh,
that one's
there you
almost
go.
dead.
Half piercing, half bludgeoning. Another wolf. It's like club bite. Oh, it's so cocked. Whatever. 5 is fine. Oh, it's not cocked, actually. That's gonna miss. What's their AC? It's 11, you said, right?
No, their armor AC is 13.
13. All right, that club hits. For 5 points of bludgeoning damage on one of them. That's a miss with the club. And a hit with the bite for 3 points of piercing damage on another one.
Nice.
The other 2 are just throwing javelins that just ricochet off the Dome of Force. They just like click and chatter to each other. And they might be starting to retreat. Let's see. Yeah, so they'll run, so let's do some attacks for wolves as AOs. Let's take the rolls you have, right?
Yeah.
And they will be with advantage.
So magic can go out of the dome, I'm pretty sure. So if people want to cast like AoE spells or like immolate or whatever.
I did just
So
did that
it
in
looks like we got
okay.
a 15, a 21, a crit.
Let's handle the first 2.
Okay.
So those both hit. Roll damage.
What is it? Hit is 2d4 plus 2.
Oh god. The first 2 both hit, so just roll. So 6.
Okay, so 6.
And then another one.
7.
And 7. For 13. Crit and hit, it looks like. Yeah.
Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, roll 2 more.
Crit.
Oh, okay. Just 2 more, right?
Yep.
Take the first 2 there.
So that's 24.
That tears that one to shreds as he turns to leave. Then what do we have?
Let's see.
Another hit, 2 hits. I think you're missing 1 die. 1, 2, 6, 8. No, you're not missing 1. So that's 16 total.
Yep.
He is hurt as the wolves tear, rip and shred as it tries to leave. The last one is just a single hit, it looks like. Deflects one wolf with its shield, but the other tears
6.
into it for 6 points of damage. They all retreat except for the one who got just torn apart. They seemingly scatter back out into the marshes.
Pussies!
Well, we can still kill the one that's left.
It's already dead.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
You're right. You guys got torn apart. Okay. Well,
Would we
torn
be
up by wolves.
continuing for the night, or are we trying to rest again?
You could go back and continue your rest if you like.
Were we on the last watch?
Hadn't we finished
Yes.
our final watch? Yeah.
So the tieflings have gained the full rest. Everyone else has not. You could have the
Okay.
advantages of a short rest if you chose to move out now. It's also dark, and making your way through the swamp might be difficult.
Maybe we can just build up a much larger fire in a small barrier and then go to sleep for the night. For the last hour or so.
Yeah,
That
you
could
can
draw
build up.
more attention.
That's true, but it's not like they don't know where we are.
Yeah.
Well,
We can sleep
Take
in here for
advantage-
10 minutes.
take advantage of your rest. We'll stay on watch.
I would like to maybe get this javelin out of my back.
How come you haven't pulled it out of your back already?
You're not supposed to do that.
And then I will help remove the javelin from Chance's back.
It didn't get too far in, maybe an inch or so, but it's very painful.
And I'll
I'll
cast
throw a
Cure
cure.
Wounds.
Huh.
You said you wanted to rest. I'll go ahead and-
Preempted.
I'll go ahead and rest.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm gonna rest with my shield in my hand though, just cradled on top of me, ready to go.
Oh, there we go. 10 points. I don't remember how much damage you took, but there you go. 10 points of healing.
I only took 6, so
There you go.
6.
I
You're
now
back.
shield
You're,
for 4 damage now.
you're back to good.
All right, well, that was exciting.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty useful in these fights too. I don't just stand there and do nothing.
You don't just
Like
like
you
throw a
saw.
puff of flame over your head, and that's okay. I mean,
It's okay.
What I
It
was
seems
going
like
for.
all of our men had a problem with their magic this time.
I think Corey, you're resting as well if you're trying to take advantage of it.
Well,
think
apparently
it's
we rested before, so I didn't use.
No, not you.
I'm actually. Before we did this, right? You said we were.
Nope.
Before we went
this
to-
is interrupting the last watch, so you should go back to bed probably.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, this happened like right as you went to bed. Or
No, I understand in this section, but we rested. We had a full rest before we came
Oh,
to
that's
this
true.
point.
Yeah, that's true.
yesterday.
And no
You'll
combat,
take
so
a
I'm
point of
pretty much at
exhaustion,
full.
though, right?
If you don't complete your rest,
Um,
you'll take a point of exhaustion, and you will not get the advantages of a long rest.
Okay. Well,
So
sure.
yeah, we should finish it up
I
here
can
then.
finish the rest, so I'm not exhausted.
Okay. The rest of the watch passes without issue, I believe.
16 more lizard men show up.
Well, then I would be glad that I didn't use my 5th level spell slot.
I used mine. 'Cause I thought I was going to kick its ass, and then I didn't.
And the day breaks. The rain seems to let up slightly as day breaks. There are hints of blue through the clouds, but the whole bog is just a horrendous mire. It's hot and swampy, very uncomfortable. Most
I
people
cannot wait
are
until we
very
get to the
used
cool temple so we can stop being in this shitty swamp.
Well, it was an interesting night, but everyone seems to be all right. Do we want to continue to Serpent's Bite?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, I'll lead the way as usual. Travel about another 2 miles through thick, horrible swampland before she waves her hand for everyone to stop.
Quick question: do I get
Yeah.
my level 5 spell slot back?
Not if you
It's
no,
like most of the way through the rest, but not fully.
no. Anyone who used spells during that combat does not get those back, even if they
Okay.
finish their rest. She waves her hand to stop the party.
What's up?
This is what I was worried about. You see that? She just points over into the mire. Everybody who wants to look, roll perception.
Do I get advantage because I know what I'm looking for?
I would like to look.
Sure. You can have advantage because you know what
I
you're
didn't
looking
see
for.
it.
One roll for me.
Yep. Gotcha.
Well, cool. I got a whole extra point.
I got
But that's still a 20 for me.
15 Cora plus whatever. I don't know what your bonus is.
Could you roll for me too?
Oh, yep. Forgot about that. 18. Wow. Lots of people see it. So what are all the rolls? Lost. What'd you get?
20.
20. And then Welgwin. 19. Chance.
12.
12. Ali didn't see anything. And then Cora, what's your bonus for perception?
We get a robot in his house.
Just-
I'm over 20. I'm pretty sure that's one of the ones I actually have.
Yeah, okay.
I
I think you're over 20, and I'm
plus 4 is
sure
19.
Nerda's over 20. Oh, with just are you proficient in perception, Cora? No. Okay. We'll say
Yes, I believe so.
okay, so Lost, Cora,
Sorry. Yeah.
Welgwin.
Okay.
Did Welgwin, did you get a 20? A 20, right?
19.
19. You're
My
muted. by the
total
way.
should be like 27 if you roll.
Yeah, your total is absurd.
Mine was 19.
So Welwyn and Nerida, you all see the water kind of like shift and move in a strange way. It's like,
Ooh.
everyone, prepare yourselves. This is it. And we'll
One second fight.
roll
Had one
initiative.
fight.
Yeah, who's got shape water now? Nerida?
Yeah. Shape it into a
Look at all the
puppy.
failures to load. So exciting.
Oh, are there failures to load? Also,
Yeah.
things are just outside for some reason.
See.
I think there are some things that are not quite supposed to be here.
Like the road.
Well, certainly the road, but I have a thing for that. That should be it. Sorry, everybody. Just 1 second. Okay, hopefully things will succeed in loading. This might refresh in a second. There we go. Is that better?
Still having some
Ooh.
load failures, but it's fine.
Did you full screen it on Twitch for me?
Yes.
It looks good for me, actually.
It
I don't
looks
have-
good. I'm just getting a bunch of failure messages. So.
Oh. I didn't get any of those either, so who knows?
I think it did mess up the table positions though.
Yeah, that always happens. We'll just deal with it for now. So, everyone is sort of centrally located here.
I didn't look yet.
Raleigh, who is about to sort of step down into the water here, is like put her hand up to hold everyone back. I'd say you're probably here. If anything works ever, there we go. Let's get Alik. Let's see.
Hello? Hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
Much less roboty now.
And be right back. Okay, Alik. Where she was looking out of the water, just ahead of you, burbles this enormous humanoid watery creature. She holds her lantern out, and the water in certain areas starts glowing faintly. But you only see one creature. And we'll start at the top with Welgwyn Woodbarrel.
Okay, I would like to highlight
I think you're muted or something.
Again. You're doing
I'm
so
not-
well with it.
I'm not. I'm actually not muted.
I think you turned away from your microphone.
That
Oh,
might
okay.
be it.
You talk on your computer. It's not using the headphones or something.
Yeah, it's not using your headphone
See?
microphone.
Oh. It says it is.
Oh, well, every single time you turn your head, we can't hear you.
Okay.
Still can't.
Okay, well, no, it's not that. It's something else going on.
Okay. Here, one sec.
Cora. So here, just weird. Much better.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Don't know what that was. All right, I'm gonna hide behind that birch tree,
In front of which one?
or like behind the bushes there, like right in that little bush tree zone. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can take a few steps back. All this is difficult terrain for everyone, by the way.
Except for
So-
me.
Except for Lost.
So that's probably like your max movement.
Oh,
You moved 3, so yeah, that's as far as you can go, unless you want to dash. So you take your bonus to hide?
yes, I would like to hide. So if you
Roll stealth?
Stealth for me, dear.
Nope. Never came so well.
And that's at 13. 13?
Okay. You feel kind of hidden. You're not sure.
Okay, I would like to. Can I fire at that guy?
Let's see. You don't really have line of sight. I would say it's in 3/4 cover, so you will have -5 to hit from where you are.
Okay, does sharpshooter affect that?
That's a fair question.
It does. My
Yes.
ranged weapons attacks ignore half and 3/4 cover.
Yeah,
So, yeah, you can shoot it.
Sweet. I would
and I
like to
both have
shoot it.
that.
Jesus Christ.
Roll a hit with your short bow, right?
Yes, and I assume no advantage on that because I'm not hidden enough.
But you are acting first in an initiative order. You have a surprise on it, so I think that
Only
is-
if you're an assassin.
Oh,
I am
okay.
She's not an assassin.
Magically.
So, yeah, roll to hit with advantage.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay. Well, you're definitely gonna hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, you're 7. What is 17?
+6, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, let me pull up my bow. +7.
+7.
24.
Yeah, 24.
So, and then
It
that's going to be
hits.
66 + 3.
Yeah.
I should be used to rolling this many dice for you.
So 19.
19. So the arrow hits the creature, water sort of splashes out, and the arrow just slows and then falls out the other side. You feel like maybe it didn't do as much damage as you'd hoped.
Well, great. I don't think I can do anything else, right? I think that's that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why you're thinking your actions.
Yeah.
That brings us to Alari. 1 second, actually. Just drop it.
All right, in this interim, I'm going to talk about how great Risk of Rain is.
Okay, Alari is going to hold the lantern out in front of her. She has her staff strapped to her back. She holds her other hand out and casts. That probably won't work. You within 10 feet? No. She throws a bubble, a bubble of acid out at the creature from her other hand. After chanting certain words, it floats over and pops and splashes into it. Dex saving throw. Oh, it saves. The creature like swirls around the water. Its liquid form splashes out and slaps the acid bubble. It bursts and falls into the water below and just mixes into it harmlessly.
Shit.
They're water weirds. That brings us to Nerida. She'll take a step back.
Do I know what those are?
Roll nature? No, roll arcana.
Okay. Roll for me.
Oh yeah. What's your bonus to arcana? Is it 0? -1?
-1.
You have no clue what a water weird is.
Okay. Are we standing in the water?
This is solid land, but it's rough terrain. This is water. Everything outside of these little islands, basically, is like shallow water.
And the creatures are in the water, right?
The one that you can see is here, and then there are some bits of glowing water that are the pink circles.
Okay.
All right. Roll. We're going to roll you a wisdom to see if you can reach out to Umberly. You do, no problem. Storm clouds. Actually, there are sort of rain clouds. It's not a very tempestuous storm, but you can whip it up further.
Sweet. That'd be awesome. And I will channel divinity / bonus action at this thing.
Okay. So can you fire this turn?
Yeah, it's when you cast it.
Yeah, okay. And Channel Divinity bonus. Sorry, what did we decide that does? I think it's 52 damage.
Yeah.
Jesus
Plus
Christ.
another 10 if I'm using the storm that's here.
Plus another 10 because you're using the storm that's here. Let's see. All right. That's pretty brutal. The storm grows heavier overhead.
Narrative.
As a bolt of
Giant
lightning
layer.
strikes the water weird. You swear you hear like a shriek and gurgle as it dissipates back into the water.
Did my rain do anything?
Your rain? Oh, your
Ring.
ring. Nope. You glance at your ring after you call lightning, and nothing seems to have happened.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Chance. Chance?
Nope, now we can't hear
Sorry,
you.
there we go.
There it goes.
So we just see the bubbling water in the circles, right?
You don't. The water doesn't look any different on its surface. It just glows faintly, like a pink purplish color, as she holds the lantern out.
Okay, then I'm going to hold my action until the next one shows up, and I'm going to frostbite it.
Okay, so you hold frostbite, waiting for a water weird to appear, and it does. Let's see, who's that? Lost? The water in this position just swirls up and forms into this almost like dragon-like, serpent-like form. Go ahead and cast frostbite. It's a save, right? It's a dex save?
con save. 17.
It failed.
That makes sense. It has disadvantage.
Also flip a coin.
Oh, yes, thank you. Forgot about that before we even do this. Oh, heads again.
Roll a d10.
No!
You start coercing the air to freeze around the target, and all at once the spell fizzles and vanishes. Let's see, how far can they move? Pretty far. Move here. Move here. All right, let's do 2 on Lost, 1 on Chance. And then also you see another section of water start to glow here under the invisible illumination of Arali's lantern. So let's see. These are on Lost. That's going to be 21 and 14 to hit.
Both of them hit.
Okay. Actually, then, let's say this one grabs you. It seems to reach out with like a tentacle made of water and snatches you.
That have been lost?
It's a little late for that.
Damn.
You can defend on the next one as it attacks Nerida.
I don't want to defend Nerida. Nerida's fine.
Okay. You take... Hoo boy, that's a good roll. 19 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're pulled 5 feet this direction. You sort of trip over this log as you're pulled. And you are grappled.
Is that lost?
Yeah.
That's lost. The next one attacks Nerida
Okay.
for, well, 14 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. And then this one attacks Chance.
Be a jerk. Got 3.
The water weird. Ooh, 20.
Yeah, that hits. That definitely hits. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
11 points of bludgeoning damage. You're pulled over here and grappled by the weird. The water of the creature is like in your mouth, and it also seems to be trying to pull you into the water. So both of you are starting to drown.
Yay!
Which feels very bad. So how this is going to work is you can hold your breath. Let me see, actually. I think it's like con mod times a minute. Minimum of 30 seconds
Wow.
are the rules, apparently.
That means I at least have 2 minutes. So that's okay.
I got 2 minutes as well, yeah.
Okay, that brings us to Lost. You are grappled and restrained. It's trying to pull you under the water.
Attempt to break free.
You can roll a strength check.
Gross, but hopefully this works. 12.
You fail. You struggle, but the water, more tentacles just wrap around you and constrict you. That brings us to Cora.
So
Ooh,
2 things. I'm a little distracted because I need to pack up. It's about that time.
Oh, right.
But I will try to stick around as long as I can.
yeah.
So I have a magical bow. I saw Welgwyn shoot at them, and it splashed through. Would my magical bow, would I know if it would be different in that case?
You're not sure. You know that some creatures are resistant to non-magical attacks, while others are not.
Okay. I guess if I shoot at the ones that are currently grappling my friends, if I miss, I have to take a chance to hit them, right? But only
No.
if I miss.
If you miss very badly, you might hit them.
Okay. So who seems to be in worse shape?
You're not sure.
I'm
They're
not
both
sure, but
drowning.
Well, I guess I will try to save Lost.
All right. There is a bush in the way, but you have sharpshooter, right? So you can
Yes.
fire through that bush. You loose your arrow towards the water weird that seems to be constricting Lost. Roll to hit.
Because I have an ally within 5 feet, I get my sneak attack.
Lost is not threatening, so you do not get your sneak attacks because he is restrained.
Well, then I want to hide first.
Okay, so that'll be your stealth roll. What's your total stealth?
Oh, no, that'll be my attack roll plus 11.
No, that's your stealth roll, the first one.
My stealth is plus 8.
Okay, you actually feel hidden. Go ahead and roll with advantage. Water weirds are not known for their excellent eyesight.
I have other senses.
That'll hit, I think, if it's plus 11.
Plus 11, yeah, 20.
Go ahead and roll damage. No sneak attack, though.
But I was hidden, which is why I got advantage.
Oh, yeah, you got advantage. So, yeah, sneak attack as well.
So this one will be a D8 plus D6. Plus 9. So
And then
15.
3d6, right?
Oh, we forgot to add plus 9 twice for the last anyway. What?
And then 3d6 for sneak attack?
1d6. I did that. So those are
Okay.
that's just 15. I'm not that much of a thief yet. Next time I get another d6.
So,
Next level.
you hit the creature for 15 points of damage. The magic arrow seems to, like, sink into it and sear it and pierce it in ways that the normal arrow didn't appear to.
Lovely.
You can loose again.
Yes, so I will again, but this time without advantage because I'm already seen, and I'm going to do a minus 10 to this.
Okay, I mean, you
So
do have to
it's
say it
plus
before you roll,
1.
but that's fine. That'll hit?
It didn't come out yet. It was still rolling. So 18.
I believe you.
Or at least it hadn't popped up on my computer yet.
Go ahead and roll damage.
So yeah, I just need to figure out because I'm taking the minus. Well, Gwen, you've got sharpshooter too. What is it?
For the
If you're taking minus on your attack, what
if
is
you
your?
take minus on your attack, I think it's plus. Let me look it up.
Maybe it's
minus
minus
5 penalty on the
plus
attack
10
roll
damage.
to add 10 to the damage.
So I had the wrong way around. So it'll be plus 19 and only minus 5. So that was plus 6. But anyway, so that definitely did it. So it'll be plus 19. I can do a D8 twice.
Why is it plus 19? It's plus 10, I get
Plus
it.
9 for my weapon, plus 10 for
Why
the
9 for your weapon? You get your
sharpshooter.
dex and plus
My dex
1
plus-
damage. Where's the
that
other
it?
stuff coming from? Should be.
Okay. Then I guess it's plus 5. That's the case. I thought there was something else that got it added in there.
If it's
I
a
don't know.
beast, you get another plus 2, but this is not a beast.
Okay. Well, plus 5. Let me find my actual character sheet. So plus 15 to whatever that is then.
All right. 24 points of damage. It's pretty good. Feels very bad. What was the first one? It was 15 as well? No, it was
So
19.
we decided it was minus 4 to whatever it was, so... Sorry, I have something.
It's okay. I can't remember either. It's 6 plus your dex, which is 4,
4 plus 1.
plus
so
1. 11, and This is
35
24,
altogether.
35. You've disrupted its form significantly, and it sort of sloshes about. It still manages to hold on to Lost. It's looking pretty rough. Alec, it's you.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna move over to Lost. I'm right here, and then I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Let's just say right here to attack the one that's holding Lost.
Okay.
And then
You summon the gauntlet.
Well, I'll make
of Helm.
the attack first before I do anything else. Oh God, that's 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay,
The water
that's not
sloshes
super
out of the way.
surprising. Can I try to free Lost? That's
Sure, you
impossible?
could pull at him. Yeah, I'll allow that. You can try to like grab him and pull him away from the
Gonna
water wheel.
try to free him from the drowning.
Roll strength.
Is this
With
athletics?
advantage.
Just
Oh,
strength.
that's good.
That'll
That's
do
a
it.
20 then.
So you managed to grab him. You don't have any movement left, so you just pull him free of the water weird.
I only moved 10 feet.
Yeah, it's
it was
all
fine.
difficult terrain, and
Fine.
this is double difficult terrain because it's a
Oh.
mire.
Oh, I'm in water right now. Okay.
Yes. You're in
All right.
like 10 inches of water. On top of like the soil underneath it being unsteady.
Right. No, I mean, it's fine. I believe you. I didn't realize the land map was telling me. Okay, cool.
That brings us to Welgwyn.
Free Lost. You're welcome.
You're no
Okay.
longer drowning.
I'm gonna hide further in that little grove of trees back there and move like 2 spaces in, so I'm behind that bush.
Roll stealth.
Take my bonus action. Ooh, 14.
You feel fairly hidden.
All right, and then I'd like to fire at that boy right there.
All right, roll the hit. Is it with your bow?
Advantage? Yeah.
Yeah, with advantage.
Cool.
Are you gonna take the -5?
Probably should have, yeah, but that's going to be a 23,
That'll hit. Roll damage.
and that's 66 plus 3.
Again, your arrow kind of like sinks into part of its form and sloshes out the other side.
33.
You feel like, even though it was a very well placed shot, like almost dead center, sort of comes out the other side. That's what total? 33?
Yeah.
17.
So 16, rounded down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, that brings us to Alari.
Do the same stuff you did before, where you kill it in one hit. Oh wait, that's narrative. Never mind.
That was
narrative.
narrative.
Cool thing is I have that same spell now that I'm no longer being drowned.
Man, I wish I wasn't being drowned.
Yeah, being drowned is Nara's job, okay?
That's true.
You guys, now you're closer friends with me. You've seen what my life is like.
What?
She's
'Cause
going
you're
to cast.
constantly being drowned? I don't.
She was drowned at one point.
She's
Yeah.
still holding the lantern out.
Oh, okay.
And she's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern at this water weird. So it has to make a wisdom saving throw, which it's not very good at. No, it fails. Chance, the creature holding you like releases you and sort of just staggers about.
with it? Okay. Okay.
It sloshes down back into the water. In fact, which then glows purplish pink color.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm sure we'll have this in hand in a moment. That brings us to Nerida.
All right, the one that was on Chance is gone, right?
It like released Chance and sank back down into the water. But the water there is glowing sort of pinkish purple, seemingly indicating that it's there.
I will strike that with my Call Lightning with Channel Divinity.
With Channel Divinity as well?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How many Channel Divinities do you have? 5?
2.
2 total?
But I get them back on a short rest. So
Oh, okay.
hope my friends will let me hang out for an hour.
That's the hope. The lightning from above strikes. Oh, roll. We gotta roll your wisdom to make sure you can.
Every time
No,
I
you
strike
already
it,
cast the spell.
I already
It's
cast
true.
it. Yeah.
So, lightning was a success anyway. The water like illuminates, bubbles, and gurgles, and then dissipates, and the pink glow fades.
Awesome. Okay.
Did you want to move, or is that it?
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay. That brings us to Chance.
All right. Well, a smart person would take a couple steps away from all of these things that were just drowning me a second ago. So 1, 2, 3, there we go.
Good thing Chance isn't that.
It seems to
No?
be.
I can only move so far away from these things. It's all difficult terrain. But then I am going... I'm going to carefully cast Ice Storm, centered like right there-ish, so I can catch both of these.
So you're spending sorcery points?
Yes, I'm going to spend, it looks like... Ah, goddamn, stop.
I think it's just one, actually. Because it's up to your mod. So you have charisma mod of 3?
I have a charisma mod of 5 now.
Oh, so every sorcery point you spend, you can protect 5 people, I believe is how it works.
Perfect. Just mark that I got that down. Okay, 8. Yes. All right. Cool.
Let's see.
And that is going to be
20-foot radius cylinder. Sorry, where are you centering it?
like right here, so that
Okay.
I can hit both of them with it,
Yes.
and then save Nerida and a leak from it.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think.
And lost.
Oh yeah, and lost. Whoops. I just
And
forgot.
probably a Raleigh as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can save up to 5 people with it, so.
Yep.
Because the glove doesn't have like HP or whatever, right?
Okay, that's correct. It's a dex saving throw. 1, 2.
So you're saving everyone but me? Is that what just
No,
happened?
you're not in the area.
I know, but like, why do you love everyone else?
Sorry, what was the spell? I got a little distracted.
You don't have to worry about it. It's Ice Storm.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, flip a coin.
Oh yeah. God,
Oh, now we're going to be difficult terrain. Son of a bitch.
It's already difficult terrain.
Quadruple
most
that
difficult
wasn't really a
terrain.
flip.
Roll a
Every
d10.
foot
That was
you
good
move
enough.
Oh,
Moves you
okay.
backwards.
Roll a
5 feet.
d10.
Come on, not a 3, not a 3, not a 3, not a 3. Ha! Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit.
As you cast Ice Storm, it flares and also does fire damage. Roll the d6 fire damage as well.
So that's a fire
That will
damage.
not affect the people who are
What?
protected from the spell. So
How
an
is
extra
that?
5 fire damage.
It's magic, Cora.
It's
That's how
it's
magic
icy
works.
fire.
Icy hot.
Icy hot.
Oh wait, those are 10. Damn it.
See, chance is
10, I'll
orange,
take
right?
these. Yes. Okay, so there we go. So it's
Here,
9. Jesus, I hate
it's
math.
like this.
17, 27. 27.
All right, and they have to make dex saves, right?
Yes.
2d6 bludgeoning and 46 cold. Failed save, plus 5 fire. Oh, I already rolled these saves. 18, 15, 18. What's your spell save DC?
God damn it, 17.
Yeah, they both save, so they both take half.
Fucking asshole.
So hailstorms whirl about, smashing into the two water weirds, but avoiding everyone else carefully. They suddenly burst into flames as Chance's magic goes wild. That's what damage total? 28?
Wait, no. It's 9.
Oh, those are supposed to be d8s. You rolled d10s both times. Roll two
Oh
d8s.
my god.
Yeah, I can tell by the color. D8s are red, I think.
Crushing it out here.
It's not easy to tell those two apart on the strip.
Hey, well there we go.
Hey, not bad.
Still rolled. So 10 plus 17,
That's-
27.
27 in half
So 13.
is, 13. Plus the fire damage. The fire damage doesn't seem to affect it as much as you would hope.
Makes sense. I didn't really expect the fire damage, so.
Okay. Water Weird's turn. This and Lost is on deck. This one's gonna attack Lost again. It's a melee weapon attack, so it'll have advantage because you're prone. And it fucking misses. The ice storm distracted it and froze parts of it subtly, and it's unable to get a good grip on you. But it will sink back into the water.
Oh. Some bitch.
I told you guys, watch out, they have Alex Mack form.
Yep. And it's
Can
glowing
it sink into
form.
the water now that the water is frozen from the ice storm?
It's not frozen. It's just got chunks of ice in it.
Can we see them because of the chunks of ice?
You can see them because of the lantern. You cannot see
Okay.
the water weirds because of the chunks of ice. But it can't move quite as far as it would like. It ends up here. This one is going to attack a Raleigh. Try to grab her. Nat 1!
It grabs itself. Inappropriately.
And drowns.
Raleigh
And
slaps it
drowns.
away for 3
It's made of
points
water and it drowns.
of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 1. And it sinks back into the water. Tries to move away as well. This one will emerge and move forward. And let's see. Attack Alik. Attempt to grab him.
Haha,
Reaches
I
out
laugh
with
in the
its
face of
watery
attacks.
tentacles. 19 to hit.
It does not.
You just barely deflect its tentacles with your shield as you're ready for its oncoming attack.
Nice.
19 to hit. Doesn't hit. I hate you, Leak, so
He's got 20 AC.
20 AC.
Just barely didn't hit.
Almost barely didn't. I just need magical plate mail and a magical shield and I'll be set.
Another one sloshes up out of the water here and is going to attack. What's that? A Raleigh. That will hit. And it pulls her this way, not into the water. For 13 points of bludgeoning damage. She seems to be keeping her cool though, even though she's being pulled by this water weird. Lost. That's you.
Okay. I am going to stand up. Step over here.
That's all your movement.
Isn't it just half my movement to stand up?
It's have to stand up, and then you're in super difficult terrain, so that next step takes the rest of your movement.
Except for I...
Oh, right, you're immune to it, so you're good.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's still fine.
So you can move 2 more tiles.
That's as far as I wanted to go anyways.
Tries to move further, I'll hail him. Stay here.
And then I am going to cast Call Lightning.
The storm rages even harder, dousing everyone, just absolutely drenching everyone in rain.
I'm going to cast it at 4th level, and...
Wait, if Call Lightning is already there, don't you get like a bonus to it or something? If there's already
if there's a storm, which Nerida had as well.
Oh my god. Double storm action.
And it hits, so if I cast it like here...
It'll hit the water weirds, yeah.
Okay,
you think you might hurt a Raleigh since she's being grappled.
Oh, even though she's on that side?
Yes. Because the lightning will course through the water weird, you think it might hit a Raleigh. You think it likely will.
Okay, well then I'll attack this one.
Alright. It's a dex save?
It is.
I forgot to do a dex save for the first one, but I think it failed. That's a failure.
Nice. And then
Roll damage.
That's 5d10. 5, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5d10.
Oh, but some of them are shitty.
That's an overall really good roll.
Yeah, it's above average.
Yeah.
Some of them, like 2 of them are bad.
28 points of lightning damage. Slams into this water weird. Its form shifts, collapses for a moment, and then reforms.
That's it for me. Actually,
Cora.
I don't really understand the bonus action aspect of this, but whatever.
Oh, you can spend your bonus to do an extra... Sorry, what was it? Like 2d6 or something? I think it is.
D&D Beyond says spend bonus action for an additional 4d10 plus 2d6, and I'm like, that can't be. No,
it's,
that was
it's
like
2d6. Yeah,
that can't be right.
So you can spend your bonus to charge the lightning further and do 2d6.
Okay, well, I won't worry about that this round.
Okay. Cora, who I think maybe has left at this point. Cora, you here? No, Cora has left. All right.
I'm here, I'm here. I'm just in the car.
Well, I assume you want to shoot at the water weird that's grabbing a Raleigh.
Sure. These fiends, they seem to just target our weakest allies and drag them under. We must prevent them from doing so.
A Raleigh just like gurgles and burbles as she's being drowned. She looks angry.
I'm not weak, and neither is she.
I like to pontificate while people are dying. Yep. Sounds good to me.
Do you want to hide first, or do you want to try to cast something, maybe?
I don't. Do I have allies within 5 feet?
You do.
Then
Alec
I don't necessarily need to hide before we do that. Oops. Let's see. No, I can just shoot at it. I don't think I need to do any spells. If it's
Okay.
already damaged, I will take the -5 to both attacks for +10.
It's
Or
not already
12.
damaged, but yeah, you want to take the -5.
Yeah. And
Your
then I
first
guess I'll
arrow actually misses, goes just wide.
Even with the +11?
Even with the +11, with the -5, it will go wide.
Oh, yeah.
Second one, -5 as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what. Oh, just hits. It's so close. It's not damaged, but you get sneak attack, so 8 plus 6?
8 plus 6 plus another 15.
Right. So 23 points of damage as the magical arrow sloshes through the creature. It seems to like hiss and burble. Harbicure till Middleek.
All right, we're gonna take a nice slap at this guy right here.
Okay, roll to hit.
Rolling. Oh, thank goodness, it was almost a 3. So that's gonna hit probably 18. I think.
Yeah, 18 will hit.
D8 plus 3.
This is considered a magical attack, right?
11. Yeah, I think it must be. It's
Sorry,
a
it was this
magical
one?
Gauntlet. Yeah, it's 11.
The gauntlet slaps through it. Spray of water comes out the other side. As it reforms.
All right, and then I'm gonna cast something. Huh. I don't know. There's just the two of them, right? Or did there's two and then one went into the water?
There are 2 under the water. Both the pink circles are presumably water weirds to swallow.
Okay, well then I'm gonna cast Guardian of Faith, just like right here.
We'll get a little pawn.
I'm assuming I need to roll. For
Yep.
That little guy. I did it.
You did it. Where's it going? Here?
I think it can like float, so just kind of like there. Doesn't super matter. It's got like, I think it's like 60 feet, isn't it?
Let's find out.
Get exactly what it is. Oh, 10 feet. All right, then hover
It hovers
in an unoccupied space.
in
Wait,
an
then
unoccupied
I'm
space.
gonna cast it right. No, I'm gonna cast it right there.
Okay.
Cool. All right. If they pop out of the water, does it count as moving into a space for the first time?
Sure. Yes.
Nice.
They're kind of moving into and out of the water, right? So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, then that's all of my turn. Actually, I'm gonna move. If I move over here, I won't take an AO. I'll be there. I'm gonna move right there.
You're gonna. Sorry.
Just
Yeah,
moving
you won't
5
take an
feet
AO if you
for
move there.
one
That's fine.
tile, yeah. So I can protect everybody.
All right. That brings us to Welgwyn.
All right, I am gonna keep going with my not super successful attack of hiding behind another tree.
You also remember that you have a magical dagger that does magical radiant damage if you choose to get in melee, which might be dangerous.
But you also have a wonderful disengage ability that comes
true.
for free when you hit things.
That's
But I
a
think
good
only
point.
the thing you hit. So
All right,
It's
well,
true.
I'll kind of move over as far as I can get towards those two boys over there.
What's your movement speed?
It's
30 feet, so you can move 3 tiles because it's all rough terrain. That's 2.
There. You can get into these.
You can get here or here or here.
Why
Or
don't you put me
here.
behind Merida?
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to hide while I'm there.
Right. Sneakily move up.
Nice.
You're quite hidden.
All right, then in the meantime, since I'm not close enough to attack with my cool dagger, I'm going to shoot at it with my bow again.
Which
And
one?
I am going to take the, with my short bow. The one.
Which? Okay, that one.
There. And I'm going to try to do the sharpshooter -5.
All right, roll to hit with advantage.
Ooh, no, you're not.
Wow, okay, so that...
It misses.
8, yeah. All right.
This passes over the shoulder? You're not sure of the water weird.
Just stay there then.
Alari can't do anything because she is grappled and restrained. She continues drowning, just burbling and fighting against it.
Can she do
actually,
a strength check to break
yeah,
free?
she can try to break free. It's not happening, though.
Oh.
She struggles against the weird. Doesn't seem terribly physically strong, but she's a city girl. Just a normal city girl. That brings us to Nerida.
Or so.
All right.
we think.
I know. Will the lightning hit her if I do it? Do I think?
If you hit the weird that has her grappled, you believe it will hit Alari.
Okay. I guess I will step forward and try to pull her out of its grasp.
Or a Raleigh, rather. Yeah, okay. Make a strength
Yeah.
check to pull her.
Please roll me a strength check.
What is it, +4?
Yeah.
Oof, it was almost 9, which would have done it, but instead it's a 7, which does not. You tug it, a Raleigh, and it's just not happening. The weird... There's this like torrent
Alright,
of water
I will-
surrounding her.
I will use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, or attempt to. cast Spiritual
Alright.
Weapon.
Let's do a wisdom check to make sure you can do it. You're good, you can do it. You reach out to Umberlee
Alright.
and call
Yeah.
forth the tiara of the moon, encrusted with barnacles.
Could you roll it to hit for me?
Where would you like it? Like between these two, or?
Oh, I'm trying to hit the one that's holding her.
Okay.
Um,
And what's the to hit bonus? +5?
I think it's plus. But which one has your oh gosh.
It's a melee spell attack,
Proficiency.
right?
One has
So
the
it get-
proficiency and one doesn't.
I think it's a melee spell attack, so it gets your proficiency. So it's probably +9.
Yeah. +9, and then the other one, and then the damage is +5. Then.
That's right. So it definitely hits.
Okay.
It's D8, right? Plus, and max damage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As the tiara of the moon cleaves through them, barnacles blazing out the other side. Disrupts its form significantly. It's just barely hanging on to a Raleigh.
Okay.
That brings us to Chance.
I'm gonna just step around Cora. There.
Not fall over. Yeah, here.
Hopefully. Alright. And... I'm gonna go with the... Trying to frostbite the close one again.
Flip a coin.
There
It
we
almost
go.
stood on its side.
Yeah,
All right.
I was pretty impressed. So that's a 17 con save for them.
It saves.
They don't take any damage. either.
Deciding to pass me an 80. Please stay in your lane.
Well, by the way, your mic's open, Isaac, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It is crazy driving in the Bay Area right now with the virus. Everybody, be safe.
I bet. So you attempt to coalesce,
lady.
attempt to coalesce frost around the water weird, and it's just not happening. It shakes it off, just barely. This one is gonna hit Alara again. Actually, it's got Alara. It's going to try to hit. Whoops. It's not really for you to see, but it doesn't really matter. It's going to try to hit Alik.
Aha! I laugh in the face. It hits. Oh no.
20 to hit.
It hits.
Its watery pseudopod slams into you for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And it's going to drag Arali further.
Hold on.
Am I still holding on to her from trying to pull her out?
No. It's ripped her away from you.
I'm pretty sure.
You get an AO on it as it tries to leave.
Yeah, exactly. But I get a special
Yes.
kind of AO. I don't have.
And you do as well, Nerida, actually. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
cast.
can you roll an AO for me?
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt before she casts her AO. Hold on, because you're gonna get advantage probably.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
It's a good
But
thing
I'm
you
gonna
got
cast it
advantage.
at level 3.
All right, because you're a
think I-
warcaster, right?
I think I have to actually hit, yeah, for her to get advantage. That's a 15.
That'll hit.
No, that's like a 17, 19. something
That'll
like that.
very hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that's a
That'll
level
probably
3, so
actually-
I get 66.
Kill it. Yeah, 66 will almost certainly kill it. Unless you roll awfully.
17.
The guiding bolt smashes into the weird... It like evaporates into this spray of water, which just splatters all over the mire.
Neat.
And it drops
it.
Arali.
And Nerida still
Lands
has
on
her
her feet.
AO, the reaction.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it
Nope, still water weirds. Hold on.
is it well it didn't fall down, it wasn't killed?
It was killed.
Died.
Okay, then do I still get a reaction?
Yeah, you still have a reaction. You just can't take an AO because it's
Oh,
dead.
okay, sorry. I get it. Sorry.
Guardian of Faith.
So
It's
they
a-
need to save?
Dex saves for some reason.
Cool. They like that. What's the DC?
Raccoons don't. It is 8 plus 12, 4 plus 3. Right? So 15.
The second one makes it just barely, but the first one doesn't. And the Guardian zaps
So the
it.
first one takes 20 and the second one takes 10.
Yeah. The Guardian turns to the water weird as it erupts from the water. This laser of radiant energy it spews out. This water weird over here is blown away and splashes down into the mire.
A quick question. So
Yeah.
it deals 60 damage total. So say it hits 3 targets.
So it's
one
dealt
of them
30
saves.
total.
Right. So if it hits 2 more targets, let's say next round, it deals 20, so it's at 50, and then it hits another target. Does it deal 20?
I think it's
and
allowed
damage?
to deal,
Potentially 70 total.
yeah, potentially 70
All right.
if you're lucky.
Weird. It's a weird spell. Like no other.
Okay, this one is either gonna go for Arali or Nerida. Probably Arali.
I
Nope,
would
it's
defend
going
it
for
because
Nerida.
Rally.
Okay,
So I'm not going to defend Nerida because she's okay.
that's gonna hit you. Pretty sure.
Okay.
It's 24 to
Oh,
hit.
I can't defend anyways. I use my AO.
Yeah, that's true. You used your action. 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright. And is it holding Arali?
No, it's holding you now, and it pulls you 5 feet underneath the Guardian of Faith. You are
You know what?
restrained
How
and
much damage did
drowning.
you do? 14?
Yes.
Can I do Wrath of the Storm? Will that hurt myself?
You're restrained by the attack.
But it's just like a spell. Like it's not like you hit it with your blade. It's just lightning damage.
It's like magical.
Yeah, but
explosion damage.
I think you have to like do things.
It's a reaction. Do you
But
have
then I
any
won't be able to
components
cast
as
like
part of
any
it?
spells, right?
That's correct.
I don't think so.
That's what being restrained means. You can't do anything.
I thought you could cast spells as when you were restrained.
If you're grappled, you can. Being restrained? Oh no, being restrained just means you have like 0 movement, right? Let me see.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Restrained. Speed reduced to 0, disadvantage on attack rolls and dex saving throws, and attackers have advantage against you. Okay. So yeah, you can Wrath of the Storm it. If you want.
Can you roll? Yes, I do. 2d8.
Also, it just says thunderlessly rebuke. You're not like actually casting a spell. It just says it takes 2d8.
I mean, it's an ability, that's true.
I don't know how it works exactly. That's up to you. But.
2d8, lightning or thunder, your choice.
Thunder.
Okay. What's your spell save DC? I don't think it makes it anyway.
Sorry,
it's
hold
like
on.
either 15 or 16, and neither
like
of which it
17.
Yeah, it's one
succeeds
of those
against.
two. I think it might be 17 actually, but
Okay. The thunder damage slams into it. It's what, 2d8?
yeah.
Do you have to... It's just whenever you get hit, you can do this? Oh, equal to your
Yes,
wisdom
I can
mod.
do it.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
It is,
So I can do it 5
Tempest
times.
is so much better than protection. Like,
Only 4 points of damage, but...
That's fine. And do I have to do a concentration save?
Yes. I'll do
Can
that
you do that
for you
for me?
now. Oh yeah, we forgot. No, we didn't need to do that for Lost. Pretty sure you passed by a lot.
Sweet.
This water weird is going to... It kind of knows Alik is defensive. It's going to go after... Let's see. Let's see how smart it is. Okay. It's going to go after Welgwyn.
Ooh. Come closer to it, Rogan.
It's okay, tiny.
20 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
You're pulled 5 feet, grappled and restrained. Roll a dex save.
Ooh, okay.
See if you trip over this log as you're pulled. It's not quite in your tile.
It's a 10.
A 10, no, you trip.
Oh wait, a dex save. That's a 14.
Still trip.
Ah, right.
Take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the water weird reaches out with its bizarre pseudopods tentacles and like grabs you and smashes you.
Ooh.
Okay, that brings us to Lost. Who may be muted or not here.
I am muted.
Okay, there we go.
Let's call lightning this one that's nearest me.
You think you'll hurt Welgwyn if you do this?
Oh, is she being...
Yes, they're both grappling. This one is grappling Nerida, and this one is grappling Welgwyn.
God damn it.
Welgwyn is very dexterous.
You guys.
But when you're restrained, your speed is 0 and you have disadvantage on dex saving throws.
Welgwyn has a lot of HP.
No, she doesn't.
She's got enough.
Alik,
She's a
just
rogue. It's a tough call.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Lost is understandably distraught.
Yeah, I'll attack the one closest and sorry, Welgwyn, hopefully.
With a lightning bolt.
Yep.
Okay, Welgwyn, roll a dex saving throw with disadvantage.
Will you roll that for me there?
Disadvantage.
It fails its save.
Wow, damn it.
Oh, boo! That's.
I believe you are going to fail that save.
12.
Yeah.
12 will fail,
Shit.
yeah. Roll damage. $21 points of lightning damage. Feels pretty hurt, but you've kind of zapped Welgwyn considerably in the process. Take 21 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
Neither thing looks good.
Is that it for Lost?
That's it.
All right, Cora.
Okay. Anybody still being grappled?
Yep, one's got Welgwyn. She just got hit by lightning. She feels bad. The other one has Nerida. She got hit pretty hard, but might not feel quite so bad.
Who's up next in initiative order?
Alik, and then top of the order, which is Welgwyn again.
Welgwyn. So I'll try to free Welgwyn.
It's fucking halfling
shoot.
solidarity.
Shoot.
Are you gonna hide or are you just gonna pew pew?
There's still somebody in threat range.
No one is in melee with this one.
Okay.
Lost is right,
Nope. Oh yeah, Lost is in melee.
and I am.
Yes. It just looks far back because I had to put it away from the log. Yeah, so you just pew pew?
Pew. Yeah.
Do you want the -5 for sharpshooter?
Yeah, let's take the -5.
All right, first one. That'll hit. That will probably kill it. Yeah, I don't see how this could not kill it, in fact. In fact, it literally can't not kill it. Regardless, you do maximum damage.
Yeah.
So, you're like, Welgwyn's in trouble. You lean back, draw your bow further than you've ever drawn it, loose the arrow. After finding your mark, what you think is the water weird's head, it splashes into it with incredible force and just shreds the water weird. Not only does it like split into water, it sprays out like a geyser behind from the force of the blow. It's like blown halfway across the mire. Welgwyn is immediately freed.
Thank you.
You could attack the other one now. Do you also want -5 on that?
bestie. Yeah, let's do it, and then I have to go.
Okay.
Oh man.
That is not gonna hit. Is it? Oh, actually, that does hit. Just barely. And it's already damaged, so you get plus D8.
Yes, I'll take the D8. No, you didn't. Well, it doesn't matter for the other one.
Oh, you didn't want it on the other one. Trust me. So that's 6 plus what? 6 is 12? Plus 10 is 22? Oof. The arrow slams into the water weird. Its form is just like a torrent for a moment, then reforms. It's dripping sort of bits of itself down into the mire below. That brings us to Alik.
All right, I'm gonna move my glove slap right over
Smash glove, roll a
here. Make
hit.
a smash. Yeah, nobody's grabbed, right?
Nerida is grabbed.
Nerida is grabbed. Oh,
Crit.
yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Helm saves the day.
Ew. That's 6 damage.
Oh my god, okay. You slap it. It's just barely, like, all of the obvious sharp features it once had have now just blurred together, and it's this almost formless mass of waters undulating through the air in the mire here, being pelted with rain from the storm.
I'm going to come over and I'm going to pull out just a javelin, and I'm just going to poke it, like...
All right, roll to hit.
Like,
I think you don't get proficiency on that.
I get
It's a simple weapon.
javelins.
We'll say you do. It doesn't matter.
I think we talked about it, and you said I could use it instead of a crossbow. Oh. All right.
You want to roll damage?
Yeah.
You want to know how much health it has?
1, I'm assuming?
Actually, 1.
Yeah. Oh, those were terrible again.
They weren't horrible.
I guess not. They balanced.
All right, this is the last thing. How do you want to do this?
I just bisect it, like I swing the javelin across it and it just cuts it in half. And
So instead of using the poking end of the javelin, you look at your javelin briefly and just kind of shrug and just straight down the front, carefully avoiding Nerida. It splits in half like the supposed Red Sea and splashes to either side. Seems to hang in the air for a moment after you split it. and seemingly gives, if it could, a look of sorrow as you cleave it in twain, and it is no more.
Can I insight check that look of sorrow? Why is
Sure.
sorrow not like rage?
Sorry that it died.
Oh, okay. I gotta not.
But you're
good.
not really sure. You're not good at reading water creatures. More of a
Good
rock
at
kind of
reading the
guy.
water.
All right. Everyone is okay. You want to drop your storms?
No, keep shocking the water.
I'm just using narratives. No, yeah, sure.
The danger seems to have passed. Slowly, your conjured storms dissipate, giving way to the gentle rain that had befallen the marsh prior to this encounter.
Can I throw a
Let's do this.
level? Yeah, what the hell? I'll do a 3rd level cure wounds on Welgwyn.
All right, roll to heal.
Thank you.
Apologize.
It's okay,
you know
I
what?
understand.
Yeah, we'll do a level 3, like a mass healing word. Just hit everybody. Oh, there's 7 of us, not 6.
So that's 18.
You're healed 18. That's
Okay,
like
nice.
almost all the damage you got dealt by him. I think you did
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, I did do 21. So hey,
Much better. I feel way better.
Is anyone not
Feel all
injured?
my limbs again.
I think everyone is injured,
Was
actually.
Cora not injured? If anyone would be not injured.
Oh yeah, Cora was not injured, I believe.
Oh, that's not what I meant to roll. I'm rolling a d4. Everybody's going to heal this much plus 3, except for Cora. Because
Roll wisdom to make sure you can.
let's count that first d20 I rolled then. 5 plus 3.
Okay,
8.
that's good enough. It's difficult, but you reach out successfully.
Okay, everybody
invoke
heals for
Helm.
5.
All right. As the healing power of Helm pours over the party, let me mark that on our
Power
Raleighs.
pores.
She's still a little hurt. Oh, well. I was expecting that, but obviously I was prepared, so...
Obviously.
And obviously you all were of great help, so... It went about as well as I expected.
yeah, that lantern of yours was pretty handy.
Yeah.
Could you just be a little bit more clear about the danger we're about to face in the future?
Chance, were you not paying attention when we were talking the other night?
She sort of said it confidentially to just you, Lost.
Oh, okay. I was
Oh, no.
asking during the watch. I don't know how
Right.
it got.
She kind of whispered to you on this, like, confidentially,
Okay.
On the sly.
on the
Just saying,
sly.
some people don't
It's
whisper
something.
these sweet
Here's some
nothings in
critical
conversation.
information for our mission. Don't tell everyone else.
Well,
I want
with
to
any
tell
luck,
the truth.
there won't be any more water weirds, and we're getting very close to the temple. So, we should just continue, I guess. Hopefully everyone is okay for a little dungeon diving next time, as they say.
Do they say that?
I think we're going to be doing
They say that in the city. It's a little
still
crude.
right now, right?
Oh, I get it.
They don't know much about temples and stuff outside of the city, so they just call them dungeons sometimes when it's like old abandoned catacombs and stuff. It's a weird thing.
We're going to ignore that and just go forward.
Thumbs up and move on.
All right, that's where we will stop for tonight. Good job, everybody. Handling lizard men and water weirds and all the other dangers of the swamp. Fortunately, nothing else bad really happened to you. Could have been a lot of worse things that happened to you. So, thanks again to the players. You guys are the best. I love you so much. It's been so great. This is session 40, and I think we've been doing this for over a year
Wow.
at this point.
Definitely.
I don't remember when we started, but I think it was February of last year. So we're like a year and 2 months in.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's been nearly every week. So thank you so much. Thank you to the viewers. We actually had some people show up. That'd be great if you would continue to show up each week. We do this every week, Sunday at 4 p.m. PDT. And we'll see you next week for more Tales from Tuatha. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.